What's up, family? We're back. Another week of the Fine and Danny podcast. We're here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for joining us. As always, you know what we're here for. We're here to gain some perspective. We're here to show some kindness. We're here to bring people together and always show a little bit of love. You know, that's what it's all about. Life is tough out there, and if you can make it a little bit easier for somebody, do your best and try to do so.
Living in tough times right now, but it's we got the Christmas cheer in the air, we got the joy and the holidays coming around. I mean, this is kind of a tougher time for some people than others. So just remember that you never know what other people are dealing with. Give some people some grace sometimes to get through some things. I know that our society is pretty volatile right now, but just remember that you don't know what other people are going through.
Yeah, life is all about perspective. It doesn't have to be what the world lays out for you. We have the ability to create a life that we want. And a lot of times people, things, situations try to put your back against the wall. But if there's a way out, you have the ability to find that. I'm not saying necessarily that that's always going to be an easy thing, but that's why we do this, is because to let people know they're not alone. We're in this together. We're all doing this thing together, and we're all trying to figure it out along the way. And, it doesn't hurt to have people on that journey with you. And we could be silly sometimes. We could be off the wall sometimes. But that's what it's all about. That's what life's all about. I was listening to some Alan Watts today, and he makes a great point. Honestly, his stuff is so good. It's really crazy how long ago that was and how a lot of it holds up.
I mean, it's not that long ago in like the grand scheme of things,
You're
but
right.
like it realistically for us, it was what before we were born, and also a little bit after, right? I don't know when you stopped doing lectures.
It was a minute ago.
Was it?
Yeah, we can. Can you look that
Yeah,
up?
I'll look it up.
But I do love how he brought a lot of Eastern philosophies into Western culture. But the idea that life isn't about he basically was summing up the simple point of life isn't about the destination; it's about the journey. But more so, not to take life so serious. It's about the dance, right? When you're dancing, you're not thinking about what the end goal is of dancing. You're just thinking about
You're in the
dancing.
flow, yeah.
Yeah, you're there. You're in the midst of it all. And
Oh God, Watts left the faculty in the mid 1950s, so much before we were born.
that's what I was saying. I was like,
I
that was
thought it was
a
in
while
the
ago.
80s or 90s, but
I
damn, all
remember his
right,
lectures being in like the 30s or 40s.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy how it like translates to today.
That's what I'm saying. It's you go back and listen to it, and it's still so prevalent, and the points hit so hard. What I love about him is the same thing I love about the book Power Now. I love not necessarily complex ideas, but ideas that are like vast, right?
Yeah.
Big ideas that can kind of be explained in more complex ways. But people are so good at understanding these ideas, they're able to simplify it in a way for you to understand. I think that is a skill that
Well, it is kind of like, even though I'm not saying that you like the guy, but it's the difference between like Neil deGrasse Tyson and the scientists that are doing the research. You know what I mean? Like someone that's able to like take information that most people are not able to digest because they're not actually in the room, and teach it to like people in a digestible fashion.
yeah.
Now, there's obviously better examples of that. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, Carl Sagan's probably the best example of that
Oh yeah.
to a certain degree. But Alan Watts, in a different way, was definitely a great proponent of what you're talking about, which is the ability to take very interesting and yet almost like forbidden knowledge to a certain degree, because you would have to go through the effort and understanding and learning and reading to be able to get to the point of being able to not just digest it but help others digest it as well. It's not forbidden, but it's the road less traveled.
For me, it's one of those things where, because I've been into the spirituality since I was 13. The idea of diving deeper, looking into things like ayahuasca
Mhm.
and the San Pedro cactus, mescaline, all this stuff.
Just drugs. No, I'm kidding.
Well, mostly psychoactive ones, like Psychonaut, what it means to really dive in. You know, Terrence McKenna and
Aubrey Marcus.
no. That's actually what I'm talking against. I'm talking against. But diving into all that stuff, but I can't stand these gurus and, you know, these fake
Right.
just,
Shamans.
oh, yeah, over the top. There are real shamans.
There are. There's just those people aren't just fucking going
There's a lot
online
of-
and
yeah.
saying I'm a shaman. You should listen to me.
Yeah. Those are people where it's like, how do you find them?
Exactly.
Kinda,
You
gotta
don't.
know.
They find you.
Yeah, right, type of thing. But really just going back to Alan Watts is that he's able to take these Eastern spiritual philosophies that sound like mumbo jumbo, you know, to a lot of people, and soy boy or whatever you want to use, whatever people use nowadays, right? Or
Right.
hippie back in the 60s.
That's what. During the.
Yeah,
fucking-
I mean, things change over time. I don't even know what you call wooks. No, I'm kidding. Wooks is like the
Bro,
derogatory.
someone told me I look like a wook the other day.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
I forgot who it was, but it was an immediate like, how do you know what wooks are?
You're like, who are you? How do you know what that is? But that's fucked up.
I was like, damn, that's pretty fucked up, but I'll take it on the
Yeah.
chin.
It's almost disrespectful. You just say I look like a wook. Fuck you. What are
Exactly.
you trying to say, motherfucker? But yeah, and take those more, I don't want to say difficult, but abstract concepts, I guess. More abstract. Because they're not as scientific. There are things starting to prove it
Like left
scientifically
of
now.
center to the like scientific narrative, basically.
Yeah,
That's
and
being pushed on the mainstream
and being
agenda.
able to make it a more practical thing.
Right.
You know, and that to me is more difficult than people give credit to.
Yeah.
And it opens people a lot wider audience and putting more eyes on that fact of looking into yourself and not taking life so seriously. And like we've said, we ended a couple podcasts ago, was that life is simple, but people like to make it complicated.
Yeah, it's the
We add rules and we add our own, you know, ideologies, and we attach ourselves to these ideas and all this different stuff. And, you know, we create this idea of what things have to be, and we latch onto that.
right. I mean, there's like the old saying of it could all be so simple, and it already is. It's just that we exist within a place where you have pressures from within yourself, from within your family, from within your workplace, from within your society to do things that just may or may not make sense to you. And it becomes a conversation of like how resilient you are to continue to be yourself whenever you're pushed to be someone that you're not. Whether
Yeah.
that be by your own self pressure or the outside pressures from with other people.
And it's just the idea of vulnerability, too, and just being able to be yourself without the constant idea of what someone will think,
Mm-hmm.
which that's something even, I think everyone, you know,
No, yeah,
really has to.
it's difficult. I mean, even if you're a fucking stoic motherfucker, there's still at least one or two people out there that'll get to you.
Yeah, and you know, you're making decisions. It's really hard to think of what your life would be if you were to make your decisions based off of just yourself, you know, purely just whatever you were feeling in that moment. And don't get me wrong, not to say that you should disregard other people's feelings. You should still care about people, and you should still, I think that's also part of like when you learn
Yeah.
and you are gaining more knowledge, that is used in different ways, right? And part of that is understanding how to still apply that to social interactions, but how to not let being perceived necessarily affect you being the best version of yourself.
Right. It's kind of the understanding of the right amount of selfishness. Like you have to be selfish in some scenarios because what it is like to ultimately your life, but it also can get a little dangerous, and that line is hard to walk whenever you're saying that what I think goes or what I view the world as is how the world is. It's very limiting in that perspective, and you have to be able to look at things from other people's perceptions of not just you but your actions and the impact of your actions on other people. And that's where it becomes more of a world view rather than your own personal view of the world.
100%. And it today when I was listening to that and thinking on it, taking things so serious is just. I think there's a difference between taking your life serious in the sense of making decisions to improve your life
Mm-hmm.
rather than feeling as though these things are your entire identity.
Right.
If someone does something that seems off kilter to you and you basically I almost wanted to relate it to something that you had told me, but I was like, no, that's probably best not to. It was
Yeah, probably not.
yeah, exactly. But like if you're doing something someone else doesn't necessarily agree that that's the right way to do it.
Right.
And understanding there are multiple ways to do it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I could give you an example of like what you're talking about without going to what we were talking about, but it's like when I was a kid and like my mom would ask me to clean something a certain like just to clean something, just like, hey Josh, go clean the sink in the upstairs restroom. It's like, okay, I go do it, and then an hour later, hey, go do it again, it's not done right. And it's just like, first and foremost, I am a kid, so you might have to show me how you want it done for me to do it the way you want it done. But secondly, you're my mother, so I can't tell you this, but in the back of my head, I'm like, if you see something and you tell me to do it and it's not done to your liking, the only way that it will get done to your liking is if you fucking do it. But like, it's that simple where it's just like you have these internal pressures and these external pressures of like of doing things at all. Like from that example, it's like I probably should have just gone. Not probably. I probably should have done it with more care or more, like paid more attention to it when I did it the first time. Do it the first time, you won't have to do it again. Type of mentality. But like, at the same time, it's coming from a place of like, well, what do you mean it's not done right? I did it. I did what you asked me to do, and now you're saying I still fucked up.
Yeah, it's the idea that like you didn't do it right. Well, I don't think that.
Right.
That's your thought process.
Exactly. And then that's what I'm trying, like, from what we were talking about yesterday. It's like one of those conversations where it's like, it's not a matter of yes or no. It's a matter of perception on, it's not what you said, it's how you said it. It's that, like, frame of mind, basically, where you have perception of one thing and it doesn't even mean what the other person meant for that to, but as soon as you perceive it as a negative like connotation, it's immediately in your life it was a negative thing that person said. It's not what you said, it's how you said it. It's like, okay, well, that's how you perceived of me saying it. I'm saying words. If I say nah, I'm good, and you're like, you should be great, it's like that doesn't mean I'm bad. I am good, and you think that because I'm using the word good and not great, that somehow something's wrong. And it's like that level of perception is just like, I think what a lot of people struggle with, where when you're trying to understand someone, it's like, well, you should have said it this way. It's like, I was explaining myself how I explained myself. You should have maybe met me halfway and not to make me conform to how you want things said so that you can better understand it. It's let me change who I am so it's more palatable or like digestible for you.
Yeah, it is tough to. I think because I was thinking about that today too. Was that it is hard because you should it. I mean, there is a version of yourself that does kind of like shape itself to better fit the mold of what society is, because at times it's just easier to not necessarily because you're trying to put on a face for people, but
Right.
more so maybe you're just tired of having to explain yourself.
Yes.
It's kind of the idea of when we look at autistic people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we look as if there's something wrong with them. And don't get me wrong, there are more severe cases of
Right. It's a spectrum.
autism. Yeah, where they're nonverbal and they maybe can't do things themselves. But some of them just learn different.
Yeah.
They view the world different. And a lot of people view that different as wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Not wrong per se, but weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not the same way that we do things. And it is tough because it's really hard even for a lot of autistic people, because they try to bend also themselves to kind of fit the mold of society because it's just easier that way, right?
Yeah, I mean,
instead
if you're
of having to act or to be yourself, because being yourself is so different that it makes people uncomfortable.
It's like perpetually trying to fit in, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you don't understand and pick up on the same cues that everyone else does. So you're constantly trying to fit into this mold so that you don't make other people feel uncomfortable. And that's such a crazy thing because nothing is more beautiful than being yourself, for most cases, unless you're just doing some really weird shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, there again, it's just one of those things where if we are at a place in society where you basically do have to place disclaimers on everything that you say, because there is plenty of examples of things that contradict what you're saying, even if you come from a place of compassion and come from a place of like actually wanting better for the world. The moment you say, oh, people should be doing this or that, it's like, oh, well, this person did this and this person did that. It's like, I understand that there are crazy people out there, but you guys are not understanding the topic of conversation. Realistically, a lot of the people that use the crazy people out there are already dismissive of those people. Like, this person's a crazy person, they did this. It's like, okay, what made them crazy? Was it just they were born that way?
Some people.
Some people, maybe, but usually there's a lot of trauma involved. Usually there's a lot of mental illness involved. Usually there's a lot of things that go unchecked. A lot of people that go misunderstood. I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like you can easily demonize a person and their actions, but that's only because you don't have to live near or around or be that person.
Yeah. I think we'll cut to to do some promo real quick, and then we'll come back. So if you don't want to watch the promo, now's the time to skip forward. But what I will say is please watch it, because this is all, this is small businesses right here, all right? You're supporting the small businesses. You're supporting a grassroots movements here, all right? We will start with the Mont Music Collective.
On Instagram, at the Mont Music Collective, you will find this beautiful profile here.
We're taking a break for the holidays because the holidays are hectic. But yeah, we have all the flyers. We've thrown mini events. We're trying. We're
trying.
Yeah, so go give us a follow. We're gonna have more events in the future. We're gonna be working with more people in the future, trying to get some shows at some new venues that we haven't worked with before. Before Josh jumps into his thing, I'd also like to say give us a follow, subscribe. Grassroots Movements, Find Any Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your family. We're trying to turn a new leaf here to where we're a little bit, more structured in our thoughts rather than, we like to get off on some tangents sometimes. So you'll see a little bit more
Je ne sais quoi. No.
Right, a little bit more order. It won't be as chaotic. There'll be some still, don't get me wrong. I mean, we're very opinionated, so there'll still be some chaos. But, tone down a little bit so you can show us to your family.
Yeah, you can show us to your grandma. You can show us to your auntie. You can show us to your creepy Uncle Phil. You can show us to your... I haven't said, like, children yet, so maybe we should... Yeah, we probably... I don't know if we're going to get to a place of, like, being, like, kid-friendly. I mean, are we?
Depends on...
We'll see.
I think we're moving that direction. Like,
Miss Rachel, we're coming for you.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be, necessarily super...
We're coming for your title, Miss Rachel. You better watch out, dude.
Yeah, so give us a follow.
I'm kidding. We don't want any smoke.
Fine and Dandy Podcast, YouTube. Give us a follow on Instagram. It's fine. It's literally the tag is It's Fine and Dandy Podcast. TikTok is my TikTok, Rad Dude Dandy. Just basically turn that into our fucking
page. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so Twitter, don't worry about that. That's bullshit.
Don't worry about that.
And then your card.
So yeah, for us, we do a card show, me and my buddy Chance. We do a live show on Whatnot every Sunday at noon, but we're trying to get activated a little bit more and do some more shows throughout the week. And get the page up there. At Six Man Media Live, you will find our page here where we do giveaways. We do posts of our live show, some more content like ship day videos and stuff that we're mailing out. But right here on this link right here, you can connect with us on Whatnot. Follow us on Whatnot right here, and that will take you straight to our page on Whatnot, and you can purchase stuff in our store or watch us on Sundays when we go live. So we'll
And
see you
if
guys
just
there.
want to go and hang out, talk sports, any of that stuff, get in the chat. They got some good cards, some good items. So
But yeah, guys, back to the show.
yeah, so the weather,
The weather,
I was gonna say it's getting cold. It's getting cold, right?
It's a good
So
transition.
weather.
So
Isn't that a funny thing though? That's always like when you think small talk.
yeah, I mean, it is kind of like the antithesis of small talk, because it's like everyone deals with it, no matter who you are. You walk outside, if you're in range of me talking to you, then we experience the same weather.
I honestly almost wish more people would talk. I feel like these days no one's bringing up the weather.
Well, it's because it's like
Not enough people.
I think Seinfeld ruined it, or like that like time of comedians where it's like the like the airplane food type of joke.
Just the basic everyday mundane shit.
Right.
Kind of overplayed it.
Kind of. I feel like
Yeah.
it may have been overplayed for a while. I mean, for Texas, it is also kind of like one of those baseline like ha-has, because like it's like everyone knows that Texas's weather is super unpredictable. So it could snow tomorrow, which would make sense, and then the following day it could be 85, and that would still make
The
sense.
difference, the difference. See the difference. I guess maybe up north they do still say, "How about this weather?" Huh? In Texas,
Right.
It's more so this weather. You just hear someone coming in. This weather sucks.
We get like 5 good days a year.
just mad. Just coming in mad. Like, God, this sucks. That's literally what it is half the time.
It's either raining or it's cold as shit or it's hot as shit. It's just never perfect.
No, there's been some days. I'm honestly.
Like I said, we get
and
5
like
or
it-
6 good days
What I
per
was gonna
year.
say is like I'm kind of happy it's cold now, which I'm
Oh, I
worried
fuck with
for
the cold.
February to come around. I feel like it's gonna be colder.
I fuck with the cold though.
But
That's
I don't
when I
like
can
the
really
freeze.
start
I mean,
dressing.
our grid is not good.
No. But I mean, fit wise,
Yes,
I like the
just
cold.
comfortability.
Yeah.
I've been kind of chilling.
I gotta go winter shopping.
Like
honestly.
today, it was nice because the wind wasn't too strong. That's the biggest problem down here. Is the wind is just it
Yeah.
attacks you.
Well,
It's
it's
abrasive.
it is. It can be. There's places that are definitely worse. Like I can't imagine the cold and the wind in Chicago. You know what I mean?
Windy city.
Yeah. Like it's gotta be brutal.
Yeah, it's when it's snowing.
But
blizzard.
for us, it's everything's comparative. It's like we're always like, damn, it's stupid windy, but that's because we're so used to it being stupid dry.
But there's places like Arizona though.
That's way
Colorado's
drier.
not super windy.
It was windy when we were there. I
Not
feel
really, not as dude. I'm telling you, I walk out sometimes of the house here.
like you get blown away.
Straight up. I'm telling you, legitimately violent act of just wind
I mean,
slicing and dicing me.
for us though, it's one of those things where it's like it's no middle ground. It's either hot as shit and it's ridiculously humid, or it is cold and it's ridiculously windy. So there's never like a cold and like non-windy day, and there's never like a hot and non-humid day. We're always on that like opposite end of the spectrum. We're never in the midpoint where it might actually feel good outside.
One can only hope. But
Can move.
yeah, nah, honestly, the holidays too, man, are just. I was sitting in bed last night thinking, I used to love the holidays. I'm starting to get to a point where the holidays just piss me off.
Holidays are for the kids, man.
Holidays
It's literally
are
that's
the
it.
most exhausting thing. Dude, Thanksgiving is. I don't even think I enjoy the holidays.
I mean, it's one of those things where Thanksgiving's always been my favorite holiday, but this year it felt like it just went by so fast. So it wasn't even. I didn't even really get to
we
experience it.
hosted.
We hosted, and that day I went to a family Thanksgiving.
What I'm saying is we hosted our family.
Oh,
Well,
right,
my family.
right,
we hosted my
right.
family here.
Right? Yeah, I forgot y'all did that.
So yeah, we did the grown up thing. We're adults now. Really, it's so crazy. 28, by the way. Just want to say this, that I hosted my family. I had multiple people say, "Wow, that's some adult shit."
It is kind of
they're
some
the
adult
same
shit
age.
though. They
Like,
are.
These are people the same age or older saying, "Oh shit, you hosted the family."
You're an adult.
Just thinking that's some shit. I think of like older family, like grandpa, grandma. I'm like, yeah, my grandpa and grandma are getting older. You know,
Yeah.
they gotta pass the torch. I just took it upon myself.
We went to my uncle's place off of Westheimer, bro. That's his house is fucking crazy nice. I was like, oh shit, when did you get like this, homie? But yeah, I mean, I've so far this holiday season has been mostly stressful.
Yeah. Yeah, just getting different family shit. And
That work, fucking, I
They
feel like
hit
it hasn't
weddings.
stopped, bro. Like,
at weddings, we've been just doing fucking family shit nonstop.
yeah, bro. So I mean, I feel what you're saying, but I think it's just more so that like when we were kids, that you had nothing but attention for the holidays, whereas now it's like it's almost like calling it a burden would be disrespectful to what it is, because you do still get the opportunity to hang out with family and friends and stuff like that. But it is a little bit of a burden, like worry about what meals you got to cook or what presents you got to buy or what fucking houses you got to go to, how many houses you got to go to. But like it becomes a little bit like after listing it all out, it becomes a little overwhelming at this point. And now, when we were children, it would look like a gift, because you'd be in school all day and all week and all month, and then finally you'd get these 2 weeks where you could just do fucking nothing but experience the holidays. Now it's like we don't get those 2 weeks anymore.
That's what sucks though. There's like some point of being like 26, 27 where it's like when you're 25, you're still kind of, your family's like you're getting older, right?
Right.
But like for real, 27, 28, unk status for real.
Yeah.
Like fuck. All right. Yeah, you're not a kid no more, little bitch.
And like some people with their company, they can like set up their PTO to where like they do have like 2-3 weeks off at the end of the year type shit. But for my company, we have blackout dates, so you can't, like, it's our busiest season, so like nobody can take off type shit.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where I can't even like set it up like that.
I will say I still love the holiday season.
I do too.
I love like the holiday movies. We decorated. We put the
It
tree.
looks good.
We put the tree. Yeah. Again, this year I'm like, holy shit,
We're in there.
we're in there.
Yeah.
Been in this house for a year and a half.
We finally
To
moved
be fair,
in.
we had just moved in last holiday season. Like it was still fresh.
Yeah.
So realistically, this is like, I feel like we're settled in now.
We'll have another 2, right? Or no, 1.
We get another year and a half.
So another 1.
What do you mean?
Because it would end.
Oh, another one here.
Yeah, after this.
Oh,
I mean,
Christmas.
who knows what's gonna happen after
Yeah,
that? But
let's see what
so
the world's
far,
let's see what the world's looking like.
yeah, so far we got one more Christmas year.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. I mean, the holiday season, I think it is a little bit of a polarizing conversation, because it's like some of the happiest times of the years for some people and some of the darkest times of the years for others. And it all comes back to like realistically how connected you are with either for the friends and family that are in your city, or how willing you are to travel to go see the people that you do love, or that you might have.
It's a lot going on. And then Thanksgiving back to back, Christmas too.
Yeah.
Some people don't want to see their family that much.
It's a lot,
So
man.
for some people, like the one time they're like, "That's good enough for me. I'm fine."
It's a lot.
I
dude.
love the thing is I don't have a big family, so I see my family a lot.
Yeah.
And when they're all together, it's just hectic.
I feel bad. I barely see my family, just because how scattered everybody is.
Yeah, all over the place.
But shit, when I was talking to fucking our neighbor earlier, I was like, literally, he was telling me about how his family's like kind of all over the place. Like his pops is in Nevada, his mom's in Alabama, his sisters are in Idaho, and fucking one of the other northern states, and he's got people in Cali, he's got people in Florida. It's just like, damn, are y'all the only ones in Texas? He's like, yeah. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, I think they had met at a work trip.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was in college, but I could be wrong.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't have all the details on
You don't have the answers?
No, you kind of look like,
Who?
which is funny because he kind of does have a Wook vibe. You do look like Jay right now from Jay and Silent Bob.
I've been getting that a lot recently
right
because
now,
of the
you do-
fits that I've
right
been
now
wearing.
for sure is that vibe. Which in a way he is kind of he's got the Wook vibe. If you think about it though, they are kind of like interdimensional beings in a way. If you look at the storyline. What are you looking at?
Fucking, I hadn't looked it up until now, but my fucking uncles and my pops at Thanksgiving were telling me I look like Buffalo Bill.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Let me see. Oh, are they talking about from the movie or the OG Buffalo Bill?
I don't know. I would think from the movie.
This guy? Buffalo Bill from
No.
I'm talking about from Silence of the Lambs.
Oh no. Well, maybe. I don't know. I
'Cause
didn't
that
ask.
guy was a weirdo.
I didn't ask. Could be either one.
I
I
feel
guess.
like maybe the old school one a little bit.
I mean, given their age, I would assume the old school one. My pops is in his 70s.
yeah, it's got because Silence of the Lambs. That's the dude that tucked it in and was.
No, yeah,
killing
no,
people in
I don't
his
think it was
skin.
that dude. I
Yeah,
think it
you look
was
like that weird
this
guy
dude.
that from that movie that skins people and tucks their wiener.
No, yeah, they were definitely talking about this dude because they said The Adventures of Buffalo Bill. So yeah, it was that dude. Paul Newman. Paul Newman, I guess.
Pee Wee Herman.
You're Pee Wee Herman. Bitch.
I guess there's two Paul Newmans.
No?
Because Paul Newman is Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, well then, yes.
I was like, is that a different? Because when I saw that, I was like, that doesn't look like him. It's got to be two different actors there.
Yeah, it probably is two different
But
actors.
yeah,
I didn't know that fucking Pee Wee Herman's name was Paul Newman.
Yeah, he did other roles.
I knew that, but I thought his name was Pee Wee Herman.
You thought that was his real name was Pee Wee.
That's
Herman.
Paul Newman. You might be wrong. You might be wrong.
No, look it up. But the
Paul Rubens. You are wrong.
is Paul Rubin.
Paul Rubens with an
Oh, I
S.
was close.
You were close.
It was in there. It was in the ballpark. But Jay and Silent Bob kind of are like interdimensional, like heroes in a way.
Yeah, it's like kind of like Rick and Morty. Like you can
They're
place them in any
what are they-
universe.
Yeah, but you really could put them in any universe. They were in Scooby Doo, I think.
Were they?
Oh,
Jay and Silent Bob?
No, they
Oh.
were. They were in Degrassi though.
Really?
Jay and Silent Bob were in Degrassi.
Hell yeah.
They did a thing with Degrassi, which is like that's just a hilarious.
It is one of those things where like the type of characters that they are, you could just throw into pretty much any concept because they're the comedic version of what they do is just
Yep.
being themselves.
And just being in anywhere.
So
In front of a
any
corner store.
film that's based on Earth, you could just throw them in.
What's that called though? Like a being that's like a cannon. Like basically they're like cemented. Like basically, like if they were like a being that's in all the universes, basically like. It's what they
I don't know
call
if
Ray
that's what
J.
we
They
call-
call Ray J basically because he's at every like pivotal event.
I don't know what word you're looking for. I would have to know the context.
Well, look it up. Just like
What do they call Ray J?
no. It's like that would be a funny search. Is Ray J an interdimensional being?
What would you call a
Character that is pivotal, like a pivotal, like every pivotal.
able to be placed in any film?
No, that's not what I was talking
What are you
about.
talking about?
I'm saying like again, referencing Ray J again. Is that like
He's
someone
all over. Like you can. Wait,
he's at every pivotal moment in time. Like it's like a cemented, like Vince Staples was talking about it, or no, Vince Staples was talking about it, and then someone commented, and there's like,
yeah, I was gonna say it might be something that was commented because I remember that interview. I don't remember him calling him any type of like being. I mean, he's kind of like what the Nexus beings were in Marvel, basically,
That's what
which
it
is
is.
that like they no matter what universe you're in, that this being will like exist within that like field, kind of.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was talking about.
But it's
When I was like,
that's in a fucking comic book. That's not an actual thing.
Yeah, but I was saying, what would you call it? I wasn't saying it's an actual like it's science fiction.
Well, I don't know. You said Ray J. That's not science
said
fiction.
Jay and Silent Bob.
That's also not science fiction.
It's close enough.
I don't know what you're talking
They're
about.
comic book characters.
What?
Blunt
You
Man
know
and
what science fiction is?
Blunt Man and Chronic.
Yeah, it's
That's science
fucking.
fiction.
I mean, that's a science fiction within the
They
film.
had lightsabers.
Okay. They were not real lightsabers.
In the movie, in the Blunt Man and Chronic movie, they were. The Blunt Man and Chronic movie, they were.
You guys should watch that, actually.
So, therefore, yeah, Jay and Silent Bob are Nexus beings. That's the word I'm looking for. They exist across all timelines. They're there for every pivotal event known to man.
A rare individual who embodies the center of... No, I don't think it was Nexus being. It was something else. It was called something else.
All right. Well, we're never gonna figure it out, I guess.
Yeah, because this is a nexus being was an individual who embodies the center of a reality, acting as a linchpin that can alter timelines and reality itself, making them crucial to the multiverse's balance, but also dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jay Silent Bob.
He said, "Yeah,
Like a linchpin. Yeah, basically.
a linchpin."
Linchpin. It all comes back to Terrence Howard.
Yes, you're
The
right.
linchpin
You are
technology.
right.
No, I'm kidding.
They did dismiss him very quickly
No, I'm
because
sorry,
of
that is funny.
how quickly they could have
Because
just.
of the linchpin, it's all a conspiracy.
It's just because of the linchpin because
he's
they
a
didn't want
Nexus being.
they didn't want him to find out that Jay and Silent Bob could be in any film.
It's all connected. He's a linchpin being, and they didn't want anyone to know, so they had to dismiss him. It's all connected. It's like a web, multi-dimensional.
Like Charlotte's Web.
Yeah, dude. Fuck. What did she write in the fucking web? I wish I could.
You're a stupid pig.
Yeah, dumbass. Don't eat this fucking.
Fuck the cops.
My thing is, they're like, holy shit, this pig can write. Like, why did they keep the pig alive?
I don't
Wouldn't
remember.
you want to get the spider? Wouldn't you want to collect that spider? Like, I'm gonna get radioactive powers or some shit.
I mean, is this how we find out that Charlotte was the spider that bit Spider-Man?
What?
Is this how we find out that Charlotte from Charlotte's Web was the
I
spider
think
that
it's
bit
crazier
Spider-Man?
that Wilbur could talk to spiders.
That's not as crazy. I feel like it's inherent for animations about animals that the animals have to be able to talk to each
What was the
other.
rat's name?
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille's name's not even fucking Ratatouille.
You don't know?
Because it's Wilbur was the fucking
Fucking
pig.
Remy, I know.
Charlotte, and then it was Templeton.
Templeton,
His
dude.
name was fucking Templeton.
Fire name.
Dude, Charlotte's Web was. I used to love that book actually. I loved the
It
movie
was a good
too.
book.
It's a really sad one.
It reads kind of sad, but I feel like the message of it was kind of
She
dope.
saved his life and then she
Yeah.
dies.
Yeah,
but
but
she had kids.
I was gonna say,
to
but
live
that's kind of
to
like
carry her
it actually scientifically like a spider's life. Like when they have their
They
kids and
saved
then
the
they
pig and then they
yeah. Usually once they save a pig, they have kids and die.
they write a message in the web.
They have to, but it's only the pig that can read it.
And then Wilbur was doing backflips and shit. He's like prancing around. Like, all right, slow your roll there.
Yeah, dude, there is some fucking hilarious parts of that book.
Dude, I loved kids movies, dude.
I did too.
What was the other pig movie? Was it
Animal
Babe?
Farm.
Was it Babe?
Yeah, babe.
Was it?
I think so. Yep, Babe. Film.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm glad you actually asked me that. Wikipedia is hilarious. They are begging for money right now.
They're always begging for money.
Bro, whether it's 3 in the morning or afternoon, Wikipedia is
Help me.
useful in your life. Please give $2.75.
Help me.
Oh, what?
Dude, you not see what I... Bro.
Oh.
I'm over here like holding this up. Like,
shit.
you're like, what are you doing? I'm like, help me. I'm just like holding this up. You're like, what are you talking about? I was like, damn, this thing's kind of like starting to tilt a little bit. You're hilarious.
I'm hilarious. I didn't see what was going on.
But yeah,
I thought you were talking about PB. I was like, why are you being so dramatic?
I'm just holding the whole thing up with my hand. You're like, yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought you were doing this to keep it away from her. You were
Uh-huh.
like, help me, she's on my leg. And I was like, why are you being so dramatic?
But yeah, they're always begging for money. There's always a time where they're like, if
Also,
If
whenever you're saying help me, I thought you were like making fun of them. Like, help me. Give me $2.75. Help me, please. I need it. Please help me.
that is good stuff. That is good stuff.
Hell yeah, dude. But yeah, I saw this earlier when I was looking up a basketball player stats, and I was like, holy shit, what is this going on?
What, the Wikipedia?
They're begging for money.
Yeah, there's always, dude. They're always like, dude,
I was showing my mom
$2,
too, because on the
$5.
mobile one, it's like has different like buttons that you can press to like basically pay, and what the top one's $500. They're asking people to click that button.
Yeah, because they don't make any money. I don't think.
I mean, good.
But it's also, who's really using Wikipedia? Like, I don't really use Wikipedia anymore.
Truthfully, you shouldn't be. Anybody can edit the shit.
It's funny though. We all used to use that for like papers and shit.
Yeah.
When you're writing papers, we used to go to Wikipedia as if Wikipedia.
They would
was-
explicitly tell us not to, and we would still do it.
Oh yeah, because it was roughly right.
Close.
It was good.
Close enough.
I mean, it worked.
Got me an 80 on the
You're
exam.
helping me out, It worked for what I was using it for. But now you have better, off to bigger and better things, you know.
ChatGPT.
Yeah, dude. Copilot.
I haven't used Copilot at all.
I have to use it for work. Not
Really?
have to.
Is it
but, like,
good?
they
Does it do its
recommend it.
job?
I mean, it's just basically ChatGPT. We actually use
Copilot, will you live my life for me?
Copilot. Can you Copilot this this ship? This
Copilot, will you make sure I never have to do anything boring again?
plane? Copilot, can you fucking transcend this dimension for me?
Yeah, dude.
Copilot, can you make me a sandwich?
I mean, we are kind of like getting to that point in society that we were talking about the other day about like where people are going to be so reliant on like AI and stuff like that, and like I guess like predictive marketing to like think for themselves.
Yeah, I was trying to say that it's just the fact that like when you could bet on things and then you rely on predictive marketing, we're literally just like our reality is gonna be shaped. It's like the I feel like final boss level of capitalism.
Well, yeah, but
Literally every decision, like daily life shit,
right,
it will be based on how much money you can make off of that.
exactly. I
That's
mean,
insane.
but it's like arguably when you look at that concept, that's how people pick a career. What am I going to spend the rest of my life doing? Okay, well, how much money can I make doing that thing?
Yeah, but instead it's.
I'm not saying that that's the end all be all. Obviously, some people still teach even though they know it's not a high paying job. But the point is that it's burned into our brain in a capitalistic society to worry about how much money you can make doing your actions, or not doing anything. In this case,
We'll see what that.
but that's my point is that like it's tough because it's just like you're right. It is like the final boss because in every aspect of predictive marketing, it requires a certain type of person to actually go on Kalshi or fucking Polymarket or these other fucking places where you can bet on like the weather and shit. But like not everyone's doing that, but the further along we get, the more it's going to be like ingrained in other parts of your life to where even people that would have never done that will have to type shit because it's just like that much of a social norm.
It's really funny because there was one thing where it was like AI is taking all the jobs. We get our $400 UBI or $700 monthly UBI. You have to bet it all in Kalshi so you can make up your $2,400 studio apartment rent due in the next couple of weeks.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
You're like, oh,
the
fuck.
stakes would be high, and it might be a little bit more exciting.
Will DoorDasher show up? And you're like, it's like, fuck.
Will DoorDasher actually show up on time, or will they steal your food?
And literally, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
Will your client show up to this meeting on time, or will they get in a car accident on the way here?
I don't know. As
like,
much
what the
as
fuck?
I know I've been on like the doomer side of that in a way, but it is kind of exciting. I know everyone, looking at it in a bad
Oh, I
way.
was joking. I meant when I by exciting, I meant like
No, I know, but I'm saying like it is kind of exciting because we're seeing shit that we could have never imagined. Like,
Right.
I would have never thought of. Like books didn't even predict this shit. I'm like,
right.
crap. Like
whenever the dude I was showing you that video, he was like, it's kind of 1984 George Orwell, except like so much fucking worse.
yeah, exactly. You're like, I couldn't even predict. You're reading the books. You're like, this is really bad.
That would never happen.
And then you're in life, you're like, oh, dude.
Like, hell yeah, dude. They already did it.
Like, damn, I guess this is, we'll just have to see, dude. We're the fucking stories.
Yeah.
We're the history books.
I mean, it becomes a weird conversation with like comparing how your parents talk to you or even their parents talk to them is going to be extremely different to how like we speak to our children and how our children speak to their children, because there's like so many like different caveats to like what our young children's society is actually like becoming. It's like all iPad kids and fucking, and actually what's weird about it is that it's not all iPad kids. But there is a stark large majority of the kids that are iPad kids, and it almost is like bringing about like a natural break in the society where there are going to be a lot of kids that are not iPad kids right now that are like 10 to 15 to 20 to 5 to hundreds of times more smarter and fucking able to like navigate their lives than these children that are being like force fed iPads from the day they're born.
Yeah, I mean there'll also be probably like a class thing there too.
That's kind of what I mean. Is that like it's gonna be like a very much like natural setup of a classism. Like
Yeah,
people are gonna be actually dumber than another part of the society, and it's all based off of like their
you can't
own
afford
experience.
to be there with your children because you're working and all this other shit, basically.
Not exactly what I meant, but
Or
that it does
that
exist too.
Yeah, so I mean, and then if you have money to like give your kids the proper tutors and all this stuff, also, or be there with your kid, or give them the resources for stuff instead of just giving them an iPhone. Yeah,
I mean, so like there's like weird like conversations about that though, because it's like iPads aren't free, and the subscription services that you buy for these iPads to be loaded up so that you don't have to talk to your kids aren't free. And so you're spending already a fair amount of money like on the upfront charge of an iPad and also the monthly subscriptions and stuff to basically not parent your child on that level. But then like the other level is like some people can't even afford iPads. So it's like there are kids that aren't iPad kids just from the actual level of poverty that an iPad's cost is getting.
I see people
crazy.
trying to get rid of libraries. Like, what if we did?
That's the craziest part I've seen.
Subscription service for books.
It's
like, bro, just go to a library. Just pay for a fucking
library card
membership, bro.
Yeah,
that shit's so cheap.
That's what I don't understand about like whenever people during the pandemic were like, well, we're gonna lose movie theaters, like da 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 da, and then they were trying to implement like movies in the home. It's like, well, you guys are so worried about losing a fucking movie theater. Why is no one worried about libraries? Why is no one worried about like how with a Kindle we have removed the social concept of going to a place to either learn or study?
Bro, I actually went to libraries a lot growing up. I was there for I would do sometimes like the like kid activities they would have there.
Yeah.
And
like
group readings and shit like that.
Like the community activities?
Yeah, and then I would use the computers to print shit.
Yeah, we would do that too. And play like RuneScape and shit.
Yeah, and then I would also just, I mean, I read, so I would go and pick out books, but.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, the thing is, like, even if you don't return them, they don't really charge you that much.
No, I mean it's more than what the book costs, but
not like much.
Not like a crazy charge.
Yeah, you know. So I mean,
not incurring hundreds.
And that's only if you go back and want to get another book.
Well, yeah.
They're not sending out like a.
They're not billing a child.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, yeah, libraries are important. That is a thing I've seen that is kind of sad that people aren't as.
Well, I just feel like it's become
all community centers, really, just in general. Any space for anyone to go and be is kind of just trying to get rid of all of it and subscription base everything, pretty much.
Well, either subscription or like entry fee your way into a safe space, basically.
Yeah, and it sucks too because there's a lot of places like if you're not buying anything, don't hang out. It's like, well, dude, we can't. Why does everything got to be like that?
Yeah, I mean that is I feel like the like real capitalism like showing where it's like we need these seats and spaces for people that are going to be purchasing things, and if you're just here not purchasing things, then like it's detrimental to our business. But it's like that is only in that like capitalistic society. Like you only feel that way because you have the pressures of the bank that you took a loan out from to be able to afford to create this place. And so that pressure is making you forget that we're all human, and sometimes kids need a safe place to do some fucking homework. It's not about the
destination always. It's about the dance sometimes. Just the human connection, about the interaction, about the existence, about living, about just being in general. No, I said a lot of the same things in different words, but
just existing and being and loving and living and laughing.
It is cheesy, but for real, it's just the simple exchange between human beings. I forget it too, though, because sometimes someone will say something. God. Or I get nervous and saying hi sometimes. Like, why do I fucking care? Like, I pass myself instead of just being like, hi. Like, I look stupid.
Hi is crazy. You gotta go with the hello.
Why hi? Hi is what?
Hi. I don't know. It's
Hi.
just something funny about
Hey.
hi.
Hello.
Hi.
I almost like that more now. Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm gonna do that. Dude, I already at work. I don't talk that much to other. I mean, I talk to like my coworkers in my department, but I don't really talk to the other departments really that much.
Mm-hmm.
So I think since I don't talk that much, that I'm just gonna hi.
See, but
They're like, "Is
honestly,
he okay?"
like from my experience, the only like this is a weird podcast topic, but the only necessity for like a greeting is pretty much in the evening. Because if it's in the morning, good morning is a good greeting, and if it's in the afternoon, good afternoon is a good greeting. No matter like literally who you're talking about.
Hi, morning.
Hi, morning. But like, good morning, how you doing? Or instead of hi, how you doing? I feel like that's always like, in my opinion, a little bit better.
Good morning. I understand as a greeting, but it's almost doesn't make any sense, and it'd almost
How?
be better phrased as a question. Good morning,
Yeah.
and be like, yeah.
Well, I see what you mean, but I feel like
you're telling somebody.
you're more so framing it as a good morning, and that comes from like the like I don't know if it comes from specifically from in my
Can
mind.
we look that up to see where good morning comes from?
Yeah, but from my mind, like just where do you think it comes from before we find out?
Where good morning comes from?
Yeah.
I feel like it's got to come from some European country. I would say.
Oh, I didn't mean location, but yeah, go for it.
What do I think? What do you mean?
What I mean is like I feel like it comes from like the like religious aspect of saying like it's a
Hebrew.
good morning to be alive. Like we're alive, so therefore it's a good morning. You know what I mean?
Then, yeah, it's probably Hebrew. Then it's probably what is that? Abrahamic, I guess would be the.
Shut up. 3 meanings.
Yeah, and it's common, but what is the? You know where it came from?
The earliest known use of the word good morning is in the Middle English period 1150 to 1500.
Okay.
Formed within English by compounding good. Okay, thank you, asshole.
Right. Combining two words together, fuck you. But
bro, what
I'm
the
saying
fuck?
is it is funny.
Fuck you, Oxford.
It's funny because you're just saying good morning.
Right.
And like, yeah, good morning. What if I was just like, fun morning? You know, you're like putting fucking. What
We
a morning.
greet the world with a simple phrase, yet behind these words could lie something much deeper. Long ago in the 12th and 13th centuries, moaner, an old French word for to lament, was used to express grief and sorrow. It was tied to pain, to heavy burden of the world, and those who lived in it used the word as a form of release. Interestingly, good morning did not appear overnight. It evolved from the older phrase good morrow, an expression in the Middle English around the 14th century. Morrow came from the Old English word morgen, meaning the next day or morning, which itself was rooted in the Proto-Germanic mergen.
What?
I don't fucking know, dude. By the 15th century, good morrow began to fade in the more casual good morning, a shift that simplified the greeting but retained its connection to the dawn of a new day. Yet the change was not just in words, it marked a time when people were beginning to focus on new beginnings rather than of the pain of survival. I don't know how any of that makes sense, but I guess
basically it's like it's like embracing a word.
Yeah.
It's like when someone's like, "Ha ha, poo poo face," and it's like, "I'm poo poo."
I am poo poo face.
And from that moment on, I embraced it, and no one could use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like this word meant pain and suffering, but then you took good, and you're like, okay, it's a new
dawn. It's a new day.
I was thinking that.
It's a new
life.
life.
I was thinking a completely different. But we're rebranding.
And I'm feeling. No, I was thinking that too.
Feeling good, yeah. But yeah, rebranding this word. But it is funny because you could just say, "What a morning." Honestly, that'd be even funnier. What a morning, huh?
Well, top of the morning to ya.
Top of the morning almost makes more sense than good morning.
So that one makes a little less sense actually, because it's like, what do you mean? Like 1 a.m. or do you mean like you're on top of today or like?
Look it up. This is what this is all about. This is what we're here for. Top of the morning. And I'm feeling good.
Ah, okay. An Irish associated cheerful morning greeting meaning the best of the morning to you, wishing someone well as the day begins, though it's now more of a stereotype or Irishism used by Americans
Okay. Top of the
than a
morning.
common phrase in Ireland itself, often responded to with "and the rest of the day to yourself." I've never heard that.
That's cool.
I have never heard anyone say "and the rest of the day to yourself."
So if anyone ever does hit you with a top of the morning,
You gotta
have
hit
to
them with that, and the rest of the day to yourself.
the rest of the day to yourself. And you're like, what the heck are you talking about? What do you mean by that? Jolly, golly gee, Buster Brown. What do you mean by that? What are you trying to say? What is this all about?
Well, Hook he said,
What's going
as
on
described
here?
by top of milk, which has become creamy. I don't know what the fuck
Yeah,
they're
that's
going
enough
for
of that.
there.
Enough of that. That's it's beyond what I came here for.
Are you sure?
Yeah. This is why we come here.
How are you spelling cum in that sentence?
You know, if you watch this pod, you made it this far in, this is why we come here. This is why we come here. And if you ever show anybody a video and you see some stupid shit that we say, look to whoever you're showing, be like,
This is why we come
This is
here.
why we come here. We're all gathered here today. This is why we come here. You know what? I'm writing that down right now, you guys. That's going to become also, because what was the other thing? Life is simple. We like to make it complicated, but let's see. What was it? This is why we come here. Gathered here today. Oh, yeah. All right. You're gathered here today.
Where we gathered?
This is why we come here. That's all you gotta say, dude.
No, it's really that's the new greeting actually. Not top of the morning, not good morning,
Bro,
not good afternoon.
Could you imagine someone looks like this?
This is why we come here. How you doing?
Honestly, okay, you know how it's what was it? Top of the morning to you, and the rest of the morning to yourself.
And the
right?
rest of the day to yourself.
Top of the morning to you, and the rest of the day to yourself. It's what is it? We
This
are gathered here today.
This is why we come
This
here.
is why we come here. We are gathered here today. This is why we come. Honestly, I'm kind of here for that. We're gathered here today.
Or
You gotta hit me with the. back.
this is why we
Hit me
come.
back
But I'm
with me.
thinking if like what if like this is why we come here is the start, and then the finish is something like, so it's like this is why we come here, and then it's
Why
like
we come here is this. No.
it's like the God is good all the time, and all the time God is good.
This is why we come here.
And-
And we come here.
And we
why
come
is
here.
this?
The why is this? And we come here. This is why.
Honestly, I feel like that would be the first part of it, though. And we come here.
We
why?
come here. This is why. This is why
We come here. Why is this? This is why we come here. It's a pig Latin type of thing going on there. Ixnay alls bay. You remember the first time you learned pig Latin and you thought you'd learn like you're like going up to someone and you're just like fucking saying a bunch of words off.
It's weird that you bring it up because like I was one of like the last people that fucking figured it out because I did not know what the fuck was going on.
Say A's day.
Nobody told me what was going on, so I just heard people talking like this, and I was like, "Y'all fucking stupid." Just walk the other way. But like
literal gibberish.
after hearing like a fair amount of friends and like teammates on like basketball teams and shit like doing them, like, all right, so either everyone's stupid or I'm out of the loop on something. It's like, all right, let's figure this shit out.
Pig Latin is literally gibberish.
Yeah.
It's funny that someone's like, dude, you've heard of Latin, but have you heard of pig Latin? You remember Wilbur from Charlotte's Web? That's the shit he was speaking.
This is what he was trying to
That's
get you
what-
guys to
that's what-
understand.
That's the shit he was speaking,
This is
bro.
the dialect of Charlotte's Web's Wilbur.
Bro was spitting that pig Latin back in the day, bro. Bro was just...
Imagine in the movie they had him speaking big Latin, bro.
Dude, just... Could you imagine?
Charlotte's trying to talk to him.
Could you imagine giving...
She's like, all right, I'm gonna talk to one of the other fucking animals. This one's just a fucking
Could you
idiot.
imagine making a movie about a pig and giving someone the script who's playing the voice actor and it's literally them speaking in that the whole time?
I was speaking pig Latin the whole time.
The The movie.
But they're the only character that speaks pig Latin. All the other animals speak regular English.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good bit. Hold on, what is it? Pig Latin. Pig speaking pig Latin.
His name's like fucking Eduardo.
That's racist.
Is it? I went with a Latin name. It could have been any Latin name.
Italian.
Huh?
He's Italian.
What do you mean? It's Latin.
That's true. Eduardo could be anything. You're right. My bad. That's on me.
Yeah, you're racist.
It's on me. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
You're saying there's 0 Eduardos in Italy?
No, it's probably some. It's just
Probably a couple.
Yeah, it's probably a few. All right, we're gonna
My
transition.
name is Eduardo. Try my pizza sauce.
That's crazy. Dude, chill out. Andrew Cuomo is gonna come for us, bro.
He might.
He has nothing else better to do. He's fucking bro just fucking lost.
Fucking loser.
Before we actually transition, I just wanted to bring this up because it's on my mind. And the podcast in here too. You saw how Minneapolis? Was I telling you about that in Minneapolis?
What? I don't know. I don't think so.
The mayoral race, there was it was the Democratic nominee was Somalian, and then the Republican nominee was just a white guy.
I don't think I saw that. No.
The Republican nominee won, but then he made an announcement we will not cooperate with ICE, and then the second half of the speech he did in Somalian. I was like, it's a turn of events. I was like, this is kind of a curve. This is a curve. I was like, that's a curveball. He didn't learn Somali. He was reading off of a thing, but just a fact. I think.
Yeah, it's like showing
solidarity.
Yeah, solidarity.
Yeah, to be like, hey, look, I'm.
Yeah, that's kind of.
But supposedly, I didn't know this until recently that
It
they have
AI?
a large Somalian
population in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Or Minnesota.
Which,
no, Minnesota is in Minneapolis.
It would have been really funny, cause
right?
What?
Where's Minnesota? In Minneapolis?
Yeah, Minneapolis is Minnesota.
Say it other way. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Minnesota's in Minneapolis. Wait.
No. You were right. Yeah. I had it wrong.
what I what's funny about that too is because I used to do a bit when I worked in fine dining. Because for those of you who don't know, someone who's proficient in wine knowledge is a sommelier. 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 Yeah.
I don't know.
It's sommelier. Yeah. As someone who's really, there's levels to it too. The final boss of sommeliers, the test is you actually have to travel to certain parts of the world and learn about it, and you have to be able to give notes off the top of your head and be able to taste it and give all this. It's a whole thing, and be able to tell taste the wine, tell people what region it's from, all this shit. But I used to be like, hey, dude, we got a Somalian. Someone oh, you want some wine? Yeah, we got a Somalian. Damn. And someone's just you just keep him back there? Yeah, dude.
We just keep him back there.
Nah, it was funny, though, because it was actually someone who I was serving was like, hey, do y'all have a Somalian? I was like, what?
Maybe in the dish pit.
I mean, maybe one of the kitchen staff. It could be. I'm not too sure. I think they're Guatemalan, but I'm not too sure. But I can go check if you want.
Shit's fucking hilarious.
But in Minneapolis, you could be like, hey, can I get a Somalian? Yeah, I'll go grab one.
We actually have a few.
There's actually quite a few back here.
Would you like any or?
Is there a specific Somalian?
Greg or?
It would be funny. If that would have happened there, if I was in a fine dining restaurant in that city and they were like, hey, can I get a Somalian? I'd be like, you can't say that.
You can't say that.
It's crazy, though.
You're requesting a human being right now?
It was funny because I knew what he was talking about, but I was just like, a Somalian? That's very specific, sir.
It's it's not on the menu. But
request. Can you bring one? Yeah, just go to a random table at my other table.
You go outside. You're like,
hey. Are you Somalian? Yeah, I had someone looking for. Just wanted to talk to one.
So you go outside. It's like, hey, are you Somali? He's like, no, I'm black. He's like, you want to make $200?
Crazy. It's insane. But yeah, we can go into this next segment. We could probably finish off on the segment.
Okay.
On that. So we're doing this thing where we're gonna pick a city in every state. Of course, we're gonna start with our own state, and we're gonna start with Houston, because fuck all the other ones.
That's why.
Yeah. And then we'll just talk about, cultural things about that city and, what's popping music-wise, food-wise. Just cultural city wise. Like for instance, I mean, we'll get started. Houston, of course, one of the things would be Chopped and Screwed.
Yeah, like slab culture.
Yeah, DJ Screw, slab culture. Let's pull up some fucking. Hey, DJ, run that track. Pull up some fucking slab culture. Pop in the Trunk. Pop in the Trunk is pretty popular, but DJ Screw for sure had heavy impact. Sipping on the Slizzard, dude. It is crazy the amount that like lean has had on the aesthetic of the city.
On videos? Why does it look like this?
I don't know, but lean had a hold. I might still. I don't know.
So this would be what would be considered a slab, which is like, but usually like a super tricked out car with the fucking I don't know what they're called, like this, I guess like bikes. I don't know what they're called, but like the little like metal shit coming out on the rim.
Look that up too,
I can look it up real quick.
Yeah, what's on the cars, but that is what the cars look like. And usually in the trunks, the trunks are decked out too.
They go crazy with them
shit. It's called pop in the trunk. And yeah, usually they're like, what they'll do is, depending on like if there's like a meetup and stuff, they're swinging those bitches. It's like off kilter too. If you didn't grow up in the area, you wouldn't really know. Does it say? What'd you ask? What'd you put?
Put in pop in the trunk slabs. It would pop up what you're talking about, but not popping up.
Oh, to see like a video? We could play a video probably.
Can we?
Yeah, if it's just short, like a quick one. Try to see what's going on. Oh,
hey there.
Hey there. It is kind of, I'd say this is like one of the most prominent thing. Like the whole bicycle thing has been more popular recently. Is this Second Ward, do you think?
I don't know.
Kind of looks like it. They used to do this one it's on in the Barrios Second Ward recently. They used to do one out there. Mexican OT actually swung through. They did a mural of him. Paul Wall has swung through there too. And they do a lot of that stuff. And then they do like graffiti murals out there. It, honestly, super like Houston culture. It looked like
that's what they call them. They call them elbows.
Elbows, hell yeah.
Or swangers.
Or swangers?
Yeah.
Elbows or swangers. Me saying that just does not sound
Yeah,
right.
You shouldn't have said it that way. But it's okay.
Swangers. Hey, fellow lads. I like those swangers you have on your vehicle.
Where did you get those elbows?
Wow. Mighty nice elbows you have there.
Your elbows are mighty fine.
Is that the post office?
Post office logo.
Like, was that the post office?
But as you guys can see, they just have these like fire ass classic cars with crazy customations,
hydraulics,
and crazy like candy paint colors, and like they all over Houston. But that's just one part of it. I mean, I feel like that's always been like
anything, by the way.
They do, yeah. Like
elbows,
you'll find it on a Chevy fucking Impala.
I've seen I've seen elbows on some just the most random shit you could fucking think, dude. A fucking Tahoe. I've seen fucking elbows on Tahoes. You can literally, like, I've seen them on so much different shit. But
yeah, like those are what we're talking about, the elbows or the swangers. That shit looks crazy whenever you're like driving down the fucking highway and you see that shit. You're like, damn, am I gonna get out of my lane? Like just looking at it, because if I do, I'm getting my tire pop immediately.
Not even shit, if that shit catches you in the rim, you're fucked. Oh, you skipped right at
I skipped at the perfect time. Holy shit.
Holy shit, that is hilarious.
It is sick, but I'm glad that I cut at that time.
Crazy. That was a crazy trunk pop right there. Hey, that's kind of sick, though. The
dog?
Yeah.
That is sick. But yeah, I mean, that's just one part of Houston culture. Another part is definitely going to be like the lean culture. I feel like that's, something that Houston's always been known for.
of aesthetic that like.
I would
Lean
say lean
influenced.
is definitely more like coincided with your like your chopped and screwed culture versus your swingers and like
It's all
slab
kind of
culture. It is kind of like
Chopped and
connected.
Screw's definitely connected to the slap culture too, though. A lot of
Yes,
DJs do
yes,
say
that
shit.
that is
DJ Screw's
true.
still embedded in
It's
that
like
shit.
a Venn diagram almost, like where there's like lean and fucking what's it called? Like slabs, and you have chopped and screwed music in the middle.
Yeah, you're tripping if you think some of those people aren't.
I'm not saying some. There's surely some. There's just maybe most.
double cupped up.
I'm just saying it's not synonymous. Is what I
Yeah.
meant. Is that like there? It's probably more synonymous with like lean is more synonymous with chopped and screwed culture versus slab culture, in my opinion. Because there are a lot of people that just fuck with cars and love slabs that have never done drugs.
It's funny because there's in that show, Major Lazer, the cartoon.
Yeah,
That character is like a Houston. It's like a Houston.
it is. I
inspired
forgot his
character.
name. The voice actor I think is from
The-
Houston too.
No, the voice actor's fucking
Isn't it?
Riff Raff.
Isn't he? Oh no, he doesn't. He's not from Houston, is he?
Riff Raff might be from Houston.
I know he used to rep Houston.
He might. I think he's from Texas. But yeah, that whole thing was like his.
He's from Katy, yeah.
He's from Katy. See, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, the voice
Yeah.
actor is from Houston.
Which is hilarious. Yeah, it's hilarious because that whole thing was he was trying to slow people down. So he's putting lean. He was injecting the town with lean.
That's the other thing about like Houston culture that's like different than other cities. Not entirely, but because like obviously like there's the boroughs of New York and there's like large swaths of places in LA. But like Houston's got this weird thing where it's like if you're in any general area that's near Houston, then you claim Houston. It's like I just said he's from Katy. Oh, he's from Houston. But
It's sides, right? You got
Right.
the South Side, which could mean a plethora of fucking things. Are you in Pearland? Are you in fucking
Pasadena, fucking
South Houston?
South Houston, I was gonna say. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird though because like that's a little bit what makes Houston so diverse is that there's so many things that represent themselves as Houston,
Yeah.
and so many things that Houston as a welcoming and like pretty much like we were always taught it's like a commuter city basically. You're anyone that you see in the middle of this in the heart of the city is probably not living in the heart of the city. They live somewhere on the outskirts or somewhere in a different town or different state or whatever, and they come here for work or for entertainment or whatever they're here for.
Yeah.
But like it's like rare that you find the people that are like in the heart of the city, living in the heart of the city type shit.
Yeah, I mean there are some people.
Yeah, of course. It's gotta be. You gotta fill the apartments.
Everyone I meet nowadays lives on the fucking north side. I swear.
It's
bro.
weird. Like
Some
I'm
of
meeting
our
some
homies
people
live on
from
the west
Katy and
side.
shit. Yeah, some people like I was gonna say west side, like Katy and shit.
Well, it's Katie's more north.
No, it's west. It's north of us.
Are you sure?
I'll show you a map, but keep talking.
Cypress would be north.
Cypress would be northwest. North is like Conroe, Woodlands.
Woodlands would be well.
That's
I
like
would
going that way. Yeah.
What would we consider North Houston? Like, well, I wonder what they claim as the north side of Houston.
Who's they?
What is A-Leaf south?
Relatively south west.
A-Leaf is South Houston, yeah. But that's also still like the one thing about Houston is you're an hour to an hour and a half away from
Everybody, everything.
Everybody's an hour and a half away from everybody. Like whenever I go to events inside of Houston, I'll meet someone that's from north side or the west side. And I'm like, how far are you out? They're like 30 to 45. And we're far south. We're far as fuck south. And we're still 45 minutes.
So like that's Katy. So it's literally directly west.
Where's Katy?
Right here.
Damn, I did not know. Katy was to the what?
A-Leaf is down here. Here, I can kind of
Yeah,
put this on
that's
here.
still technically like it's crazy the
Katie's-
outreach of what is considered Houston.
over
Because
here.
Webster's
here.
still a Houston area code.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's Harris County. That's why it's a Houston area code.
So what we got up north there?
Oh, like I said, north is mainly Humble,
Bold.
Woodlands, and then if you keep going north past the Woodlands, you'll get to oh, that's Westfield. Sorry, Spring.
Spring is north. Yeah, Spring.
Yeah, Woodlands and Conroe are like farther north.
What about Cypress?
Cypress is over here. It's like towards Jersey Village. Like Jersey Village is here, going towards Cypress. But that's like northwest. Your East Houston is gonna be like where you like are familiar with, like Baytown. Obviously East Houston. Pasacito, I think, is over there.
Yeah, Tascasita.
Manville is like south.
Tascasita, Manville's like.
Deer Park is what I meant. Deer Park is
Those aren't really.
south.
I'd consider.
Manville's
Tascasita
over
still
by
kinda
Alvin. I was
Houston-ish.
on the wrong side.
All those others I wouldn't really.
But yeah, so I mean, like, it's just such a wide range of like all this shit is Houston, but like it's so many. Like the people in Deer Park would never be able to like understand the people in fucking Third Ward,
No.
and so it's just like
You know
there's
what's
so much variety and
What's funny though is like how much the Houston culture like resonates down this way where we're at.
yeah,
Like if you go in Galveston, you're like, oh, beach city. Imagine Houston as a beach city. That's the best way to put it.
yeah,
If you were to take Houston and like the culture of Houston and just make that into a slow down beach city, but the difference is, I guess, you have that in the main part on the island, right? And then you have all the people with money away from everybody.
I would say
Further down the island.
Galveston is more so like it's not a good representation of Houston because what it is more so like old people trying to hold old values. Like there's a lot of old buildings that could definitely be
Yes.
like torn fucking down and shit.
If you're yes, but I mean
like,
more so like
replaced
it's
with
not
this
like
shit.
I mean like a lot of the people that live there, like
People that live there, it's a different like vibe. I feel like it's people that like feel like they live in a different world.
Yeah, they do. I'm saying like if you took that style of person of like Houston and made it like a beach in a beach city, like a beach vibe. It's slow, like a slow down vibe, kind of on their own shit. But it's got that grittiness that Houston still has. It's not like if you were to go to Miami.
Kinda, yeah.
Or
no, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Or
Okay, I
like-
see what you're saying. But yeah, no, but that's like directly, like in my opinion, directly
or like
correlated with like
California, it's not.
that's directly correlated with like a lot of the plants and shit that are like still pretty close to the island, like or on the island. But like it's not your normal
Beach city.
beach city, but also it's not your normal like atmosphere for a like I'm trying to think of like a term because Galveston is almost like its own like island. It is its own island, but it's like it carries a different energy than island folk, if that makes sense.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
still
yeah.
has the kind of that city vibe to it, but it does kind of have like that slow down island vibe to it.
Yeah,
also.
it's a weird.
But a lot of the
mix.
rich people, like I'm saying, are further down on the island. I'm talking about Maine.
Some, yeah, but most of those people don't live in those fucking beach
Oh,
houses.
they don't.
Yeah,
And I'm talking about like mostly like the main part of the island. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, you're talking about,
35th
like,
Street,
the-
22nd Street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On
yeah,
the
like
seawall.
the civilized part of the island. The rest of it's just like residential and fucking golf clubs and shit like that.
Yeah. Basically where everyone's at. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that part of the island.
Yeah.
It's a lot more.
I kind of fuck with the island. Also, although it is weird because like it's got its own like kind of cultism in a little bit of a way.
Oh, people are
So it's like it's kind of tough because like the reasons that I fuck with the island are also the reasons that I don't. It's like the people are kind of cool, but I would never want to live with them. And then the community aspect of some of the areas on the island are pretty nice, but like again, I wouldn't want to live within those communities because it's just like not the livelihood that I would want for myself. I mean, I love Galveston, but I mean, after working on the island and like literally meeting, I used to work for Amazon. My route was the entire fucking island. I'd go all the way down to West Beach, go all the way down to East Beach, hit the fucking residential, hit the fucking commercial areas, hit the fucking cruise line areas, hit the oil like the refinery areas. Like literally, the entire island was my route. So I met so many different people, and I had a ton of good experiences, but I also had some fucking weird experiences where it's like, this is y'all. This is what y'all be on.
Oh, no, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you go out there long enough and you go to certain parts, you just, for sure, you could just,
This is what y'all be on. It's
You can
not.
see it.
This is not me.
on a
I'm
normal day. Yeah. No, for sure. But going back to Houston too, like, aside from like the Chopped and Screwed, which DJ Screw, we can look up DJ Screw too real
Yeah.
quick. because I feel like you can't cover Houston without covering DJ Screw. And there's like the one thing too is it's what's weird, and it's gonna be hard coming from us because people who were hardcore about Houston are gonna be like, y'all aren't from Houston, we're G County.
I mean, that's the like más o menos. You know what I mean? I was born in Webster.
I was born in Clear Lake.
But my point is that like I spent a lot of my childhood in Houston. I mean, even though I did go to like school in Dickinson ISD, I was like in a large part of my childhood was spent in 3rd Ward, 5th Ward, looking a lot of South Houston, a lot of like near UH, a lot of because my pops went to UH, so he would always like take us to the facilities and stuff like that. But also like we were very ingrained in fucking like Houston culture, like even when we were growing up. So like while I do have a lot of like experiences on the island and also in G County, there have been like large portions of my life spent in like the city as well. So it's kind of like a weird mixture of like experiences because I've seen and felt like the you don't know Houston type shit, but also it's like there's people that I know that live in the city today that don't know Houston.
What's fun? Yeah, no, 100%. People have not gone around the city at all.
Yeah.
And what's also funny though about G County specifically, not to go too much back into it, is that G County really are the same type of people. They're like, if you're not from G County,
for real, yeah, it's literally
like
you're not from the island. Even if you are from G County, you're not from the island.
That's how island people
exactly.
are. Like, oh, you're not from the island, are you?
You don't know that shit. You're not from the island.
But like G County people will be like, you're not from G County. You're not.
Bro, it's
G
always
County
been something though. It's
though.
always been something though, because you remember like the.
But you can't tell.
What would they call Baycliff when we was in school? Wouldn't they call Baycliff something stupid?
I don't remember.
Fuck.
Sucks,
or maybe it was San Leon. It was one of the cities that were like nearby Dickinson.
Both those places.
And like
suck.
They would call each other something. Like it would be like Dickinson would be like Dickin ass or some shit like that. Like it would like basically make fun of the name.
Yeah.
But I forgot what they used to call Baycliff. I forgot what city it was. I thought it was Baycliff. But
San Leon.
It could have been San Leon. But I don't know which one it was. But there used to be like little turf wars of like city to city type shit within the county. And so it's just one of those things where it's like, all right, well, this is like a as above as below so above type shit. Because you see it in middle school with the blacks versus Mexican fucking race war, and then you see it in high school with these fucking like you not from the island, you not from here, and then you get into adult life. It's like, well, you don't know Houston even though you're from Houston. It's just like, all right, what? Nobody can win. We all got to fight about something.
You're not as about it as I am. Yeah, it is funny though. But what's also funny is like G County, right?
Yeah.
Neither Houston. The one place I would say, well, really two places that neither Houston or G County I feel like would like they're in their own world would be Leaf City and Friendswood.
Yes.
They're not a part of either.
No, I mean they are on paper.
Yes.
I mean
they're in the middle. It's like it's such a weird little.
I would argue Deer Park is close to that. It's not entirely there yet, but like it's getting close.
What?
To being like. We're good. We don't want you. We don't want to include you in this.
Yeah, you're not a part. Because like again, like G County is very like it is really funny because if you talk to anyone from Leaf City, did not experience anything G County people.
Fuck no.
They were like on their own shit.
They're like, you guys didn't get 4 Mustangs before you were in college.
Like you were at the beach every weekend. Like yeah, bro. Everyone else on this side lives right there.
It's fucking 20 minutes away.
Yeah, we're all super close.
Yeah.
You suck. But Houston is funny because it is also one of those things like, oh yeah, what part of Houston are you from? People be like, North Side's fucking, y'all don't even really know what's happening on the North Side. It's like, well, first of all, we shouldn't be bragging about violence.
Right. I feel like that's always like a kind of a fun part of those conversations where it's like, you didn't have it as bad as me. It's like, is that a brag? Like what? Like I'm not trying to say I understand, but like you are using this as like a personality trait.
I've seen the things where it's like, nah, if there was a fight, for some reason it's always the fucking North Side people. Like if there was a war, the North Side's for sure taking it. I'm like, all right, chill out. To be fair, if you go to like the West Side, that most of that is like like Asian town mostly.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't want to say Chinatown because I feel like that's
I mean, Asian Town. I don't know if it's
Sounds
better.
It doesn't sound
I feel
better.
like it sounds
It
worse.
does almost, right?
When you say Chinatown, you're attacking only one Asian culture. When you say Asian Town, you're attacking all
all
of them.
of them. Nah, I mean, it is diverse over there. It's a diverse area, but
No,
it is
yeah,
a
I
lot
know.
of that over there too, though.
Right.
Which is awesome, though. Don't get me like, dude. If you want to find some fucking bomb ass fucking pho, bombies, Bel Air, West, or
I think the reality is
Yeah,
that every area
West
has people you don't want to fuck with, and every area has people that are easily fucked with.
what's really on the east side though?
You're like your Deer Park, your
Because you don't hear there's not really
Tasega.
shit really going on over there.
No, because I mean, if you're over
Because-
there, you're pretty much headed to Baytown
Yeah,
or
because
Beaumont.
northwest side. I mean, west side you got like Bel Air, Katy. Northwest, you've got
Well, that's because there's more money over there, whereas like there's a lot more. I feel like blue collar work on the east side because it's near the port and
Yeah.
near like some of the refineries on the north side.
North side. You got Woodlands. I mean, you got like the second ward, the theater district. The hard part, what I was gonna say before we get to this DJ Screw thing, is that every time people come to Houston, they're like, what is there to do, right? One of the hard things about Houston is there is always, and people try to tell me there's nothing going on. I'm like, there's always something going on.
Yeah, that's not true.
There's always shit going on. You just have to understand a lot of it is like more low key
Yeah,
and very like more like it is strong community. Like whatever you're going to has built a strong community in that.
right.
Like it's a lot of people that probably know each other, or a lot of people who heard about it from people they know.
You're right.
And the second thing is that it's all gonna be far as fuck from wherever you're at. Just know none of
it's
that
just
shit's gonna be
far.
close to wherever you're at.
Far as shit.
More than likely, whatever
Expect
you're trying
it to be an hour away.
unless you live in the city.
Still expect it to be an hour
Yeah,
away.
with traffic, yeah. So none of that's the other thing. None of that shit is gonna be close. Whatever you're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean that's the one thing about Houston where it's like its population makes sense on paper more than New York and LA because of how spread out it is and how far these populated areas are from each other. There are certain like niche places within the city that you can like go from like spot to spot to spot, but even that is like super fabricated. Like it's like a Midtown or like a Montrose or like a fucking Edo, but like these areas that are super like fabricated to be largely populated, basically. But the majority of the population is on the outskirts of the city or fucking on the inner cities. But like my point is that like whenever you are looking for something to do, it's not gonna be as simple as fucking looking up Yelp.
No,
Fucking
it's
shit.
very specific vibes.
Yeah.
Because you have the museum district, right? Which there's some nice places around there if you're looking for like some coffee shops or chill little eats, right?
You do have to
The
like
museums
it's
district's pretty
a little like ChatGPT in the way that you have to ask specifically what you're asking for to
Yeah.
find specifically what you're looking for.
Exactly.
And the problem is there's not really a whole lot of like resources to ask. You have to basically know somebody that knows somebody to find the like good spots.
Exactly.
And that's cool because it kind of leaves a little bit of like a protection for those spots from being like overran with like literal tourists.
And you never, because dude, it's again, yeah, it's really hard because it's so far apart. But it's like, what are you looking for? You looking for shit like art district, theater district. You'll find more shit like that.
But what you're saying is that like it is true because these communities that have built these places to like hold events or hold like social like encounters, like a bar, like Lola's is a good example where it's like this is a culture. It's like it is a bar, it is a place to hang out, it is a place to play
Big
pool.
Star Bar too.
But it is also at the same time a community. If someone acts out, there are at least 5 to 6 to 8 to 10 people that'll stand up and get you the fuck out of there because they're protecting their community basically.
Yeah.
And so like that, it is like that. There's speakeasies, there's after hours, there's these things where it's like you're not gonna hear about it on the fucking news, and you're definitely not gonna read about it on Yelp.
Nah.
But if you are able to find out about it, you should probably go because it might be an experience that you haven't had before.
I'd say if there's like something that's probably big, like Cidercade would be like one of those. Like
Cidercade is one of those. I'm not a fan of Cidercade
I
just
like
because I
Cidercade.
don't like ciders.
I'm not a big fan of ciders either, but I do like I like
I
going
like the type. So
the arcade,
what's
you
interesting
know.
is like I was taken to a place that was basically like that. It was like underground, like speakeasy arcade, where like they had. It was like I think it was either BYOB or they had some type of like jungle juice or some shit. But like basically it was a bunch of people hanging out, drinking and playing fucking arcade games. I was like, hell yeah, this is kind of sick. But I mean, I don't really remember too much about that night. got kind of fucked up. But I do remember where it was at, and I don't know if they like do it all the time, like it's always open, like a bar is, or if it's just like that one night was like an event that was being held there. But either way, it was pretty sick.
Yeah, I've been to a lot of like just.
That was on the northwest side.
And the other thing about Houston is there are some nicer bougie spots, but there's most of the spots I think specifically we're going to also, but like a lot of the spots are going to be like run down looking ass spots.
Yeah, dude, and those are the
Hole
best
in the wall,
spots.
niche little cool little spots, but they're gonna look fucking run down and old.
Those are literally the best spots.
Oh yeah.
Like arguably, like
Not just bars too. I mean, just like anything. Like
the bougie places are cool if you fucking have a YouTube channel and you need to fucking film some content. But other than that, like I view things very much like I don't care what the car looks like as long as the car gets me from point A to point B.
Yeah, yeah.
And what I mean by that is that it does not matter to me the drink, the liquid that's in the drink. It does not matter to me the sound that's coming out of the jukebox. It does not matter to me the fucking ambiance that we have at this place. The only reason I'm here is to hang out with people that I fucking enjoy hanging out with.
Yeah.
So that's it. You guys pick the spot. I'll be fine. They for sure have beer. If I don't go out of my comfort zone and try a drink there, I know for sure they got beer. I'll make my shit work. Like a restaurant, it's like if everyone's trying to figure out, it's like, do not ask me. I don't care. I know every place has at least one dish I can eat. So figure it out. Whatever y'all want.
All right, DJ Screw.
DJ Screw, Robert Earl Davis Jr., better known by his stage name DJ Screw, American hip hop. Huh? Oh yeah, sorry.
Pull that shit up.
American hip-hop DJ based in Houston, Texas, best known as the creator of the chopped and screwed DJ technique. If you don't know what the chopped and screwed DJ technique is, it is imperative that you pause this episode and educate yourself right now. There are plenty of great albums and artists that have done a lot of paid homage and tribute to DJ Screw by applying chopped and screwed aspects to their music. But if you want actual DJ Screw, like not just homage or tribute, but you want to see what he was actually doing, you should check out, what album was it? It was I think it was My Mind Went Blank. Let me check. I remember it by the cover art. Yes, My Mind Went Blank. This hoe goes fucking hard. But also a bunch of his other music and stuff that he's worked on in the past is definitely up my alley. I'm not sure it's up everyone's alley. I know it's up at least one person that we've had on the podcast alley.
Oh, yeah. I mean, loves that shit, bro.
DJ Screw literally.
DJ name is literally Slab.
DJ Mike Cruz, right? Or what's his?
Slab.
It is Slab. Sorry, but Mike Cruz.
But he does
Mike Check Events. Yeah. Check out that episode and check out his work. But literally, what I was gonna say is there's a DJ in Houston named Slab whose entire career was built off of DJ Screw's music. And well, that's what he was telling us, is that he fell in love with his music, and that inspired him to start doing what he's doing. And so, like, that being said, it just goes to show like the impact that he had on at least one person, but also on other people that we haven't talked to.
Embedded in the culture now. It's
absolutely.
It's absolutely insane. Honestly, Houston, like, artists that...
I mean, we didn't talk about it in the Lean conversation, but, like, Pimp C is another one. I mean, his death to Lean was, like, a big cultural, like, impact, not just Houston, but, like, a lot of other places that, like, other like, cities like Atlanta and New York were abusing Lean as well, but not to the level that Houston was. And it got to a point where literally, like, one of the Houston legends in terms of, like, hip-hop died from the shit. And people still use that death as like a cultural impact to like music industry as a whole.
Houston rappers are so crazy, or just like that come out because they get big, but they're always never like huge mainstream. That usually stay chill. Like I guess Paul Wall was kind of mainstream.
I do think that's because of like the conversations we've had in the past about Houston's like
Mexican OT.
Yes, but like Houston's ability to promote its own like talent. Like Houston has this energy where it's like we promote other people, or people leave Houston to go get big elsewhere, but it's like we don't have this propensity to promote our own talent in Houston for some reason.
I think a lot of them also just prefer that.
Maybe I don't know if an artist would prefer to not have more money or be more famous. It's pretty much what they're there for.
Because like I think because like for instance like Maxo Cream, I'm sure he's doing fine.
Truthfully, but he's also breaking a lot of laws.
That's
so
true.
There's probably some things that are limiting him from becoming that big.
Perhaps.
Perhaps, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Yeah, no, that. But like when you
But
think of all those,
Mexican OD, I feel like is getting a lot more like he could possibly be like a catalyst,
yeah,
like somebody that Houston artists can point to as saying we might actually start getting
yeah.
mainstream.
What I'm saying is he is huge. He is.
He is.
He's mainstream, but he's still kind of just chilling. Like he still pops out in Houston. Just
Well, yeah, but that's the thing because he's mainstream. It's like the Kendrick still pops out in Compton thing. It's, you know what I mean? It's like, duh, he has to. That's where his people are. Like he just like Mexico, he just fucking partnered with the Rockets for some shit.
but I meant like
he's
for instance,
up.
like, they did a mural at that Barrios in the second.
I did see that.
Second War where I was telling you, like they did the mural of him and shit. He
Yeah,
popped out, took photos of people, just was chilling, like hanging out.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, he might be the catalyst for Houston artists to look at to be like, okay, we can finally get mainstream.
Well, Paul Wall.
But Paul Wall, in my opinion, was mainstream for very different reasons. Like people, at first were not respecting his music. They were looking like not Houston. Houston people were always respecting him, but from the outside looking in, were always looking at his music and his like persona as like a joke. They would like laugh at like look at the white dude that's rapping in Houston with the grills type of thing. Like you would see a lot of that online and shit like that. People would fucking be clowning him. But like Houston, we would all fucking love that shit. The music went fucking crazy and like literally dude changed like a full format of like mouth jewelry.
He's also really involved in the community too.
Like between him and Johnny Dang.
Johnny Dang's another.
Between him and Johnny Dang,
fucking crazy.
I mean, Mattress Mac is another one too, but like for different reasons. But like Johnny Dang and Paul Wall, like almost single-handedly like changed the aspect of how people viewed mouth jewelry.
Like
I feel like
grills,
before like grills became like very big proponents, people were doing like the jewels in the teeth type shit. Like I want like a single diamond or like an emerald in my shit. Or people were doing a lot of golds. People would do like gold grills and shit like that. But I feel like there's some marketable change in the early 2000s, but fucking Paul Wall literally changed the aspect of how people view that shit, and Johnny Dang supplied it.
He's basically became the guy that, like, at that point, like, he solidified himself and became the guy.
Right, exactly. And I mean, for different reasons, Mattress Mac is like a Houston legend, and I mean, I'm sure there'll be some documentary about the horrors that he's created. But anybody with that much money, you got to do some horrible shit. Bro, it just has to happen.
Bro did a commercial on the, like I was saying, bike culture where you ride like the swingers basically on bicycles too, like the wide handlebars too, just fucking people would pop.
That shit looks fire. Whenever people have it on bikes.
Yeah, and then so people pop wheelies on the bikes, no hands. Like that's also another big part of like when you see the cars out there, people will be riding bicycles and shit too. But Mattress Mac on a bicycle, one of those with a purple bandana and a purple tee.
Oh, let me see if I can find it.
Double cupped up. And made an advertisement. I'm like, bro, what is happening? But Mattress Mac has also donated. He's also like did a lot for like hurricane relief. Bro, yeah, throw that, dude. You got it. Oh, no, wait, hold on.
Let it load. Let it load. The Mac, yeah. This one, let it load. Slim Thugger.
The Sprite. Yeah, you didn't press it.
I know I didn't. I was gonna see.
This is.
Bruh.
Come on, dog.
This dude owns a mattress store, bro.
Crazy, bro.
Gangsta Mac, bro. That shit's fucking awesome. But yeah, like the way the dude brings Houston together is crazy.
Embedded in the culture. He's also got a gambling problem, but
well, I mean, so does the city of Houston, because every time he wins, fucking we win.
You got to think, though. Shout out to, because he's been on the Stros every time.
There's been at least 2 years in the past 10 where everybody in Houston that paid $1 that fucking year got their shit for free.
That is true, bro. That is true.
Because he made that shit back times 10.
For real. Real Houston staple. He gives back to the community. Paul Wall's another one. He gives back to the community.
True.
Like he's involved in the community a lot. His wife does like dance classes and shit.
I saw she has her own dance studio.
Yeah. And stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It's supposed to be like for people who can't like afford like more like illustrious classes is not the word, but you know, like
illustrious is not the word. You're correct.
Yeah. Yeah, but more expensive classes.
Fucking with you. But yeah, I mean, Houston definitely has some cultural icons in that like fashion. I mean, these are just some of the ones that are coming off the top that aren't like sports related. There's some sports related icons. I feel like Andre Johnson's always going to be like welcome in Houston no matter
Oh
what.
yeah, Andre Johnson for sure.
But like
Arian Foster kind of was.
he was there. I don't know if it's
Andre
still
Johnson for
there.
sure. He
I
came
feel
back
like
to
Andre
retire.
Johnson is like, yeah,
Yeah.
nah. If you see him, you might just give him free food, like at your establishment.
Bun
Just
B.
Bun B's another one
Bun
for
B's
sure.
another one, yeah.
But yeah, there's a
JJ Watt. You gotta give JJ Watt.
JJ's
He moved here and became like a fucking. He's giving back a lot to the community.
he has given back a lot to the community. That's what I mean though. It's like there's some like cultural icons from Houston that really put on for the city. There's some other ones that don't put on for the city as much, but they still have a lot of like cultural impact on like a lot of the things that happen in the city.
Hey, you gotta give it to Travis Scott because he tried and failed fucking miserably.
Well, that's one where it's like it.
But no one from the city even really backed him or cared.
That's kind of what I was trying to say. Is that goes into what I was saying earlier, where it's
Supposedly
like,
he stole some shit from. I forgot, like music
oh,
from somebody.
stole some
too.
people's lives.
That, I mean, that's also- but he stole like coming up, like he supposed to like stole.
I'm
people's, like,
sure.
music and shit.
I think that's pretty prevalent,
beats
and
and
I think
stuff.
that's pretty prevalent in today's like music industry, where
Yeah.
like most people aren't getting the credit that
Yeah,
they
but,
deserve.
Like, Houston didn't really like embrace him, and then he tried to be like, "I'm bringing shit to Houston," and then fucking he lost that one.
I could go on for an hour about how Travis Scott kind of like set Houston's like art scene back years.
No,
but
he did. Yeah, he definitely the music shit. He fucked us for sure in a lot
Yeah.
of ways. Yeah, thank you, Travis Scott.
Appreciate it. I mean, literally, there was a conversation of whether or not
And
they were
Live
even going to
Nation.
be able to do the rodeo again because it was at the same location. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
dude.
So it's just like
They were
that. Like
debating.
imagine if like the Houston rodeo and livestock show was
Rodeo's
canceled
another big thing in
because
Houston.
absolutely. But my point
Big
was like,
cultural
imagine
thing.
if that shit got canceled or forever canceled
People
because
would
of
be pissed.
because of that
He would
shit.
be one of the most.
He
hated
would be one of the most hated people on the
People
fucking
love the rodeo
in the
bro.
state for sure.
Texas. Also, if you're in Texas, the rodeo is another like that's a fucking
A staple for
I mean,
sure.
Texas, but Houston rodeo is fucking massive. It's just gotten bigger and bigger. The little what is it? The we talked about it before on here. The mutton chop.
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever.
fuck, I forgot what it's called, but
It's
I
like
know what
mutton
you. Yeah, it's
something, yeah.
mutton. I'll look it up. Hold up.
I think it's mutton chop, right? Racing, but yeah, that shit is funny. And Houston rodeo. Funny enough,
Mutton busting.
mutton busting, bro. The little kids get on the fucking cattle and then they race. That shit's always fun to watch. Ride the rides. Got to see Nickelback at the rodeo. There's always like huge artists that perform there. Ren Fair,
Yeah, it's another one.
fucking
Not Stafford. Fucking what's it called?
Texas Ren Fair, by the way, is the
Todd
biggest one in
Mission.
the country. Yeah, Todd Mission.
That's what I
Right,
was
it's
gonna
right
think of,
outside of
yeah, yeah.
Houston. It's right there. Biggest Ren Fair in the country. A lot of people don't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Pretty insane to think about. But
I mean, we got NASA. We got fucking
Houston also has a really big Vietnamese.
like just one dude that's like
One big
huge.
Vietnamese, that's a huge-
It's like an 8 foot tall dude.
One big Vietnamese.
named Chan.
Huge Vietnamese. Yeah, but the population. So like Vietnamese food here is actually really good, and like
Yeah.
it's like there's a lot in Houston. A lot of people don't know that. Either.
Yeah, we used to hit the Viet crawfish boils.
And that shit's fire as
Shit
fuck.
goes
dude.
hard.
Shit's fire as fuck. I mean, there's always gonna be the ongoing is Texas Mexican food better than California? But a lot of people say California.
I don't really understand that conversation because it's
sweeter. Ours
yeah.
is spicier.
but also it's like ours has like a lot more what's the word I'm looking for, like Texas barbecue like aspects as well, like on like anything that's grilled in Tex-Mex, it's usually grilled like on the same grill that's making some Texas barbecue.
Yeah.
And so it's like in California, I don't know. Again, I don't live in California, but I just don't understand the argument where anyone's like, yeah, no, the food's better here than in Texas. It's like, you just haven't been to Texas. The food here is just phenomenal.
No,
in
you haven't
pretty
tried my
much
place.
every aspect of food.
So you haven't- especially if you come to Houston, if you're like the food's not, you just again, it's one of those things you have to know.
It's just one of the,
You need to ask someone. Who
I'm not trying to argue with you, Mr. California man. Just come on down. I'll bring you to a couple
Yeah,
spots.
and Houston's so big, you can't just ask anyone because some people are just like, I don't know.
That is true though,
Because
because
it's
it's
so
like,
big. It's not like other cities where it's like these are the spots.
yeah, that's
There's just
true.
so many fucking spots. It's over. Like you have to just know.
It's weird because there's so many spots that is basically like specific dishes versus specific like what's the word I'm looking for? Types of food.
Yeah, like the
Like-
best Thai food. Well, the best Thai food spot that I ever had was recommended to me by a friend. It's literally a Thai food spot that is a corner store.
Hell
you,
yeah.
You walk in and there's like aisles to get like ingredients and shit, and the tables are just in that.
So it's
bitch.
like a meat market basically, like a Mexican meat market where they have like tables to sit down and eat, but also it's like they got like a grocery store type
yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's exactly. Thai food was fucking insane. It was so good, but like no one, you're not gonna know. You know,
Fucking love Thai food.
you're not gonna think about trying that.
Yeah, I mean the same thing. Like the best Indian food I've had was at this little hole in the wall spot in the Heights, but like there's probably some better ones out like in Houston too. That's just like the best one I've had type shit. Forgot the name of it. God damn it. But yeah, dude. I mean, like whenever it comes to cuisine, it's really tough for like, because I mean, I'm not saying I've been everywhere, but I've traveled some,
Yeah.
and I've eaten other places, but it's almost getting to the point, not entirely. Obviously, there's some exceptions, but it's getting to the point where it's like, if I know I'm traveling, I know that the food I'm about to be eating is going to be subpar in comparison to
Unless
the
you're
food I
going somewhere
have
maybe like
been eating.
Chicago or you're in New York.
But even then, it's specific dishes, right? It's specific types of
yeah.
food. You know what I mean? Specific places that are serving them.
Whereas
'cause-
Houston has such a variety.
Correct. Yeah, it's like if you go to Chicago, what do you go to Chicago for,
Deep dish.
right? Or hot dogs or Italian food. Not going to Chicago for fucking Chinese food. Not going to Chicago for Mexican food.
That's
Those are off the table.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
And so it's just like
New York,
New York does have some variety.
you're not gonna get good Mexican food there.
No.
Or get probably like Chinese or
There are a lot more
Vietnamese or
like
Korean.
what's the word I'm looking for? Like European spots, like
You
Greek,
can have Greek, or, Jewish.
Jewish spots. Your fucking halal spots. Your fucking like shit. Like, all that shit is gonna be pretty good.
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches are gonna be really good.
Deli sandwiches and shit.
Hot dogs still good.
Yeah.
But it's just like
Pizza.
there's certain things, right, that these
Italian
places are
food.
known for. Houston's not known for a certain type of food. Texas is known for Tex-Mex, but when you look
Barbecue.
at Houston, Texas barbecue as well. When you look at Houston, it's just one of these things where it's like I know specific restaurants that are fire, not specific foods, because every food is fire once you find the specific restaurant.
Yeah.
type shit.
Again, yeah. It's not like
Or maybe not even a restaurant, like you're saying, corner store, taco truck, fucking.
Dude, no, facts,
like it might not even
if
be
you
some
live on the south side of Houston,
civilized establishment, but it might be the best food you've ever had.
There's a whole street. What's it fucking called? South Houston. I can't think of it right now. Fuck, I'm drawing the blank. Choco trucks.
Oh, near UH.
No.
No,
South
which one?
Houston. South Houston, where the El Borrego and Taco.
Oh, you're
Madres.
talking about on goddamn, what's that road called? Damn, we used to go there all the time.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Taco Madre and El Borrego are two really, but they have like a bunch of. Taco
What fucking
trucks.
road is that? Holy shit.
Yeah, it's the name of the street. Like people will.
Edgebrook.
Edgebrook.
I didn't even have to look
yeah,
it up.
Edgebrook taco trucks. It's known as that.
Yeah.
That's the area, Edgebrook. Fucking literally, there's a bunch of taco trucks. There's definitely some better than others, but legitimately, there's a point where someone would try to sell me like $5 a taco at one place. I was like, what the
I will
heck?
be
I was
driving over there.
Like, I was like, that is expensive. They're like, oh yeah, you get tacos cheaper? I was like, yeah, I can get tacos for like $1.25. They're like, it's probably fake meat. I'm like, no, you just fucking suck. And there wasn't many other options at the place I was at for food, so I
Yeah.
got them, and they were so fucking mid.
Mid and trash.
I was like, this sucks. And I was,
That's
and then
the-
I was like, see, that other shit I would have got would have been fucking crazy good.
Right, and cheaper.
Authentic as fuck.
Yeah. That is the other part of it, where it's like the more like bougie spots are a lot more commercialized whenever it comes to like the recipes and stuff. And I start feeling like Michael Irvin whenever he got on that TV show. He's like, "We're losing recipes."
But again, it's in Houston too. It's like right. These people, it's like they're popular in the community,
Yes.
but they're not like, what's the spot? And no one could tell you. But in like Taco Madre, bro, or really El Borrego. I don't know if you were there with me when we drove by, and like the fucking parking lot was packed with people. People just hanging out in the
That's
parking lot.
pretty often though.
Chilling, just bumping
Yeah.
music in the parking lot while they're fucking waiting for their food.
Yeah, dude. I mean, when we used to live in South Houston, I remember going over there pretty often. It's definitely like a normal occurrence for that bitch to just be popping off. Like,
Yep.
people just be parking lot pimping at that motherfucker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just chilling. Exactly.
But yeah,
Is there any other things you would say cultural, like any?
I'm sure there's some things we're missing. Nah, I mean, cause like a lot of the other stuff is not super like Houston specific. Like you can find like large swaths of gun culture elsewhere. You can find like a lot of our like Houston's politics elsewhere. It's
I
not
would
like
say
super
maybe
like
just like the
here.
way, like behavior wise, like I'd say like, because I've had people from California feel like people are standoffish in Houston, but I feel like people are really nice.
Yeah, no, I think what it is, it's
Mostly, there are some rude people, but
yeah, of course, there's rude people
if you
everywhere.
talk to people, people are gonna have conversation with you.
There's pieces of shit no matter where you're at. I mean, it's just the reality of the world. It's like we live in a society where you can pretty much, if you're in America, you can pretty much go anywhere in America right now.
Yeah.
So no matter where you're from, you're bringing that shit with you. And so like I think it's a common occurrence in how people view New Yorkers, where people will be like, oh, you hear about New Yorkers being like aggressive or like
Yeah.
always like behind schedule because they got something to do, or like get out of my way, or I
Yeah.
can't
Houston's
deal with this
slower,
shit.
a lot slower.
I think Houston is kind of on that a little bit, but it's just like it's not as in your face because it's more spread out. So it's like what I mean by that is people are still on a wave of like, I don't got time for this. I don't got time for you. I don't got the time. But that's not because I'm 3 minutes behind schedule and I got to do this. It's because I have an hour drive and you are stopping me from getting to my car.
See, I don't
So
feel that though. I don't know. I feel like a lot of my experiences, people really kind of on a slower vibe than that. Like most of the time, people will stop and talk. People
Oh,
are
yeah.
willing to have the conversation. It's not. They don't really like if you were like, hey, and you want someone to like sit there and talk with you and shit, or like
maybe. I mean, it depends
I
on
mean,
the.
that's
It depends
my-
on the
I mean,
the
growing up-
setting. The setting is what I mean. It depends on. It's
I say
not,
majority of the time though, people are more willing to.
but like where? Like where are you at in these conversations?
I mean,
If you're at the grocery store, you got some time. Like
nah,
the
I mean,
grocery
I
store.
guess I'm usually out and about doing
At
like
a-
activities and shit. You know, it's not like right after work or anything. It's not during
No,
work
no, no.
hours.
No, but that's not what I mean. I guess what I'm saying is like, okay, so if you're talking about like someone's,
Like if
Yeah.
I'm going out to the museum or if I'm going out
Right.
on like to the park or anything like that.
then these are leisure activities.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like of
I'm
course
saying
you're
in
not gonna
general,
have a
that's what we're
fucking
talking- we're
aggressive
talking-
mentality when
We're
you're
talking about in
having
general,
a
like New York is that's
leisure
a
activity.
general just that's like not just talking about like
But that's
business.
mostly connected to the lack of leisure in New York.
Yeah, but we're talking about overall as a city.
But yeah, but I guess what I'm saying is that people will look at like, so when you talk about overall as a city, that aggressiveness is looked at from interactions on the street, interactions in the subway, interactions in these places that are congested and like have these like certain aspects of cohesively interacting with other people. What you're talking about is I'm at a museum or I'm at a park and like I'm able to like have a cohesive interaction with someone that's also at a museum or at a park, not in
I've
these
walked
like
around-
congested
I've
like
walked
areas.
around on the streets in Houston, just walking around, going to places and had conversations with people. People stop and talk with you.
Right, but not people that are on the way to something. People that not people that are
Maybe.
late to something. You see what I'm saying?
That's anyone who's late or on
That's
the way.
all the people in New York. They're all fucking late. Not all. I'm generalizing, but my point is that that's where that comes from.
Well, all of
Is
them-
get
I
out
have
of my
shit to
way.
do.
I have shit to do. Yeah, that's where that's coming from. It's what. It's not a real aggressiveness. It's a. I wish I could have. Not. I wish. Obviously, that's being positive. But it's the. I literally can't afford to have this conversation.
Yeah.
I have shit
My
to do.
point being, I guess, is that in most of the time, the Houston people, I feel like they feel standoffish. It's just like the demeanor. most of the time.
I think what it is that it comes from a place of like trust. You know what I mean? Like if you don't trust the people that you're around, then you're probably going to be a little bit more standoffish. And because there's so many people around, it's like you have to either be vulnerable at all times and potentially put yourself in danger, or standoffish so that you can assess your situation with all of these people that you've never met around you. It is like a little bit of a like. If you're standoffish once it's like a one-on-one, then that's a different thing than being standoffish in a crowded area. because at that point you're basically like almost protecting
Yeah,
yourself.
see what I'm talking about in this conversation though, specifically just the people. Like just like if you were to run into somebody, just in the consensus of like if you continuously are running into people and the conversations you have with people
I
on
just
a
don't feel
daily
like that's a
basis.
consistent like aspect of Houston though. I haven't heard anyone say that like Houston people are standoffish.
I've heard that a lot from people who come from out of state.
I don't. I mean, I wouldn't need to know what they mean by that because
But it's
what like
crazy
how
though,
much are you
it's mostly the
How
West
much are those
Coast.
people
Mostly
interacting with?
people on the West Coast though.
'Cause,
It's mostly people who come from like Oregon or like
But
Washington.
that goes into what you're saying is,
But
is that like people you're interacting with on a regular basis. How much are those people interacting with people on a regular basis in Houston? It's just one person that they met that was standoffish with them, and they found out they were from Houston. It's like, oh, Houston must be a standoffish
I mean when they
city.
move here and they live here
Okay,
is what I'm saying.
so then that's a different conversation. That's where it's like I'm comparing my old life to my new life, and this is how I feel. It's just like, well, you are maybe comparing it from a different perspective at that point. You expect people around here to talk to you the way that people around there talk to you. This is a different place. You're just being unreasonable. Not you, the person
yeah, I
that's
get
like
what you're
acting
saying.
like that.
Yeah.
It's generalizing Houston as a standoffish place.
Yeah.
Whereas it's just like you're more so in this bubble of your own mind saying this is how people should
But to
be.
get to the point of what I was saying was that I feel like in general most Houston people just tend to be more laid back or chill. There are some again going back to there are
See,
aggressive.
that's what I was gonna say. It's not aggressive or standoffish.
Yeah,
it's more
that's
so
what you were saying, yeah.
protective of
I would agree.
their own like
That's what you're
communities
saying,
and
yeah,
stuff
I
like
would
that.
agree. But in that, I think you get a lot more. Not to say there aren't fake people, but you do get a lot more genuine, like actual responses.
I agree.
Like
No, but
people aren't trying to put on a face. They're like, "Fuck you,"
yeah.
or you know.
But that is seen as maybe aggressive in some circles, but like from people that come from other areas, like I forgot if it's Poland or what country it is, but there's some country where it's like they basically see like smiling as like a level of fakeness, basically. Like they believe that you should only smile when you are truly happy. So whenever you're greeting someone and like you just say hi, good morning or whatever, and you're smiling, you're basically like performing that and you're not being a genuine person. And so like I kind of akin that to a lot of like how Houston people actually do live their life, where it's like, of course, we have been domesticated in certain senses to have to smile at work and shit like that. But the point is that like whenever you're having a genuine conversation with someone on the street, there's no performance there. It's like you're genuinely talking to this person. They might genuinely want to beat your ass, but that's genuinely them. There's no mirror or fucking facade that you have to get through to talk to this person. You're just getting that person straight up. But the other thing that people don't realize in these conversations is that like that's a person. People have bad days, people have fucking bad months, bad years, and to define a full culture of or a full city's culture based off of one experience with a person that might not even be that person tomorrow is insane. You have to give yourself a little bit more of a sample size to understand what you're dealing with.
Yeah, I do. As much as I do kind of hate Houston, I love it though for its diversity and just like how much culture it does have and how you can go anywhere and get a different experience. Again,
Yeah.
like, it's so big. It's like you're not gonna get the same thing anywhere you go. I love it in so many different ways. I love the grittiness of it, the griminess, the rundown. That in me, I guess it's because I did grow up around here. Like I said, even Galveston has that same feel. It's just like that to me feels like home because it's not trying to pretend to be anything. It's
I agree. That's why I feel like my like comfort places are dive bars.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely like nobody here is trying to be something that they're not. Whereas like it's very simple to put on a face in this life, and you could put on whatever mask you want to put on, but it's a lot more challenging and also a little bit more real to walk into a masquerade with your real face on.
Yeah, and just let that like imperfection, right? Not quotations around that because it's imperfect is not necessarily the most correct word, but all the things that make you that don't seem to be perfect, let those things shine, dude. Like it doesn't It doesn't have to always look pretty on the outside to be fucking pretty on the inside. You might have a blast just because it is. Like some of my favorite things aren't always, they're a little rough around the edges.
Yeah, I mean
People, places, honestly.
It went
name
over
it.
it. Like, I mean,
Those are the best kinds of people
the
and the best
Uglies
kinds of
series,
places.
like the Uglies and Pretty series.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same shit. It's where it's like, I mean, once you get to a level of perfection, that every imperfection is what truly creates individuality. And so while we've become so like worried about how we look or comparing our thoughts and our mentalities and all these things to other people that we see online or in our daily lives, it becomes this like conversation where you really forget your own individuality. You start to wonder, like I actually had a conversation with my mom. She was like, she was like, I want somebody to go shopping with me for this upcoming trip because I don't really like my taste. And I was like, that's kind of a contradictory statement because basically what you're saying is you don't like your decision making realistically, because your taste is one thing.
If it's your taste, you like it.
Correct. So if you don't like your taste, then that is your taste telling you not to get that thing and you still get it.
Yeah.
So like realistically, that's what I was trying to tell her. It's like, it's kind of a contradictory statement because now what you're saying is you don't like how your decisions match up with either fashion trends or what you see or how you compare yourself to other people. Your taste is what you like. That's it. Everybody else needs to fit into what you like. That's why there are trendsetters.
Yeah.
People that are doing what they like versus what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
And then people start doing that because they like how that looked on that person type shit. You don't have to be the consumer. You can be the producer of your own life, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, but
boom, roasted.
Yeah,
no.
right. Tie that in. Yeah, I do love that about the city. That's like my favorite part. I love Houston for being just rough around the edges, just in general, like not having to put on a show for anything. Like fuck it, this is how we are. Take us as this, and you don't have to fucking like it. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
And that shit is the fucking. And again, yeah, just in life, fuck it, you should live like that. It's like.
But I mean, that's the thing. Is like some people
Be
might
rough
look
around
at
the edges.
Some people might look at us as standoffish or not cohesive with what is going on around you, and some people might even call you weird or like strange or whatever. But the reality is that that's just a person that expects you to fit into the frame of how they view you versus someone that's accepting of who you are. And once you're able to kind of decipher the difference, it's very simple on like where to spend your energy. I had a conversation like this with one of my doctors the other day where it's like, you can be a people pleaser all your life, but the reality is there's two types of people that you're pleasing. The type of person that welcomes that like you wanting to please them, and the type of person that welcomes the opportunity to take advantage of that you're that type of person. And that's the reality, is you have to understand how you're being perceived and how your energy is being spent, but it doesn't have to affect who you are and how you do your life. You can be a people pleaser. Just make sure that you're pleasing the people that deserve that energy.
Yeah, if you want to give, make sure you're giving to the people who really deserve it.
You don't have to feel guilty for being a giver.
That's different. People pleasing, because people pleasing
Obviously,
is like you feeling like you need to like adjust yourself.
It is a little different, but that's why I was making an analogy.
Yeah, being a giver, you can be a giver if that's what you really want to do.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yes, but that's kind of the concept there, where it's like you have to have a little of a set of individuality from what you see in your community and stuff like that, because the whole I gotta fit in mentality is dead. I mean, like fitting in my opinion, is lame. You should want to stand out as yourself.
I agree. I think we should wrap it up there. We've been fucking chatting for a fat fucking minute. But
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
well, there was some start off.
We started probably around like 40 minutes, but
okay, yeah.
So hour.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Appreciate y'all for joining us. This is why we come here.
This is why we come here. Here's why we come this.
Top of the morning. No, what did we say? This is why we come here. Fucking, was it? Fuck, did I write that down?
Top of the morning and the rest of the day to you.
We are gathered here today.
This is why we come here.
This is why we come here.
Love you guys.
Yeah, y'all take care.